Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that has stood the test of time, offering wisdom and guidance for over 2 millennia. It originated in Greece around the early 3rd century BCE and was later developed in Rome. Despite its age, Stoicism remains relevant today, providing practical tools for living a fulfilled and meaningful life. At its core, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and to accept what we cannot. This simple yet profound principle can transform how we approach life's challenges, leading to greater resilience, peace, and happiness. The philosophy encourages us to live in harmony with an action, to act with virtue, reason as our guiding light. The founders of Stoicism, such as Zeno of Citium, Cleanthes, and Chrysippus, laid the groundwork for this philosophy. However, it was later Roman thinkers like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius who brought Stoicism to new heights. Their writings have been preserved and continue to inspire millions around the world. Seneca, a statesman and philosopher, wrote extensively on the importance of wisdom, courage, and justice. Epictetus, a former slave-turned-teacher, emphasized the power of our perceptions and the importance of inner freedom. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor, practiced Stoicism daily and left behind a treasure trove of insights in his personal journal, now known as Meditations. So, why should you care about a philosophy that was developed so long ago? Because the challenges we face today are not so different from those faced by the Stoics. We all encounter stress, disappointment, and uncertainty. We all strive for happiness, success, and meaning. Stoicism offers practical advice for navigating these universal human experiences. Imagine waking up each day with a sense of calm and purpose, knowing that you have the tools to handle whatever comes your way. Picture yourself facing difficulties with grace and resilience, transforming setbacks into opportunities for growth. This is the promise of Stoicism. One of the key concepts in Stoicism is the dichotomy of control. This principle teaches us to focus on what we can influence and to let go of what we cannot. For example, we cannot control the actions of others, the weather, or the past. But we can control our own thoughts, actions, and responses. By directing our energy towards what we can change, we reduce unnecessary stress and become more effective in our endeavors. Another important idea in Stoicism is living in accordance with nature. This means understanding our place in the world and acting in harmony with the natural order. It involves recognizing the interconnectedness of all things and embracing our role as part of a larger whole. When we align our actions with nature, we live more authentically and find greater fulfillment. Stoicism also places a strong emphasis on virtue. For the Stoics, virtue is the highest good and the key to a happy life. Virtue involves living with wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. It means making ethical choices, standing up for what is right, and maintaining balance in all things. By cultivating virtue, we become better individuals and contribute to the well-being of society. Reason is another cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. The Stoics believed that reason is what sets humans apart from other animals and that it should guide our actions and decisions. By using logic and rational thinking, we can navigate life's challenges more effectively and make better choices. This does not mean suppressing our emotions, but rather understanding them and responding in a measured way. The relevance of Stoicism in modern times cannot be overstated. In an age of constant distractions and pressures, Stoicism offers a path to inner peace and resilience. It teaches us to slow down, reflect, and act with intention. It reminds us that true happiness comes not from external circumstances, but from within. Let's consider a practical example. Imagine you're stuck in traffic, running late for an important meeting. Your stress levels rise and frustration builds. A Stoic approach would involve recognizing that the traffic is beyond your control. Instead of getting angry, you could use this time to practice patience, listen to a podcast, or plan your day. By shifting your focus to what you can control, your response, you reduce stress and make better use of your time. Another example could be dealing with a difficult colleague at work. Instead of getting upset about their behavior, which you cannot change, you could focus on how you interact with them. You might choose to communicate more clearly, set boundaries, or practice empathy. By taking responsibility for your actions, you improve the situation and maintain your peace of mind. Stoicism also encourages us to reflect on our mortality. This might sound morbid, but it actually helps us appreciate life more fully. By remembering that our time is limited, we are motivated to make the most of each day, to pursue our passions, and to cherish our relationships. This practice, known as memento mori, can be a powerful tool for living with intention and gratitude. In summary, Stoicism is a timeless philosophy that offers practical guidance for living a meaningful and fulfilling life. By focusing on what we can control, living in harmony with nature, cultivating virtue, and using reason, we can transform our mindset and navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. As we embark on this journey together, keep an open mind and be ready to apply these principles in your daily life. The transformation begins now. The Stoic mindset emphasizes embracing control over our thoughts and actions while accepting what lies beyond our influence. This core principle, known as the dichotomy of control, can dramatically shift how we experience life, fostering inner peace and resilience. By focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot, we free ourselves from unnecessary stress and anxiety. Imagine waking up each day feeling empowered, knowing you have the tools to handle whatever comes your way. This is the promise of the Stoic mindset. It starts with understanding that we can control our own thoughts, actions, and reactions. We have the power to shape our internal world, even if we cannot always control the external one. Consider a situation where someone criticizes you unfairly. Your initial reaction might be anger or hurt. However, a Stoic approach involves pausing to reflect on what you can control. You cannot control the other person's words or opinions, but you can control your response. You might choose to calmly address the criticism, seek clarification, or simply let it go, knowing that your worth is not determined by others' judgments. Practical exercises can help cultivate a Stoic attitude. One such exercise is negative visualization. Spend a few minutes each day imagining scenarios where things do not go as planned. Picture losing a job, facing a difficult breakup, or encountering a significant obstacle. This might seem counterintuitive, but it prepares you to face challenges with composure. When we anticipate potential setbacks, we are less likely to be blindsided by them. We become more resilient and better equipped to handle adversity. Another exercise involves journaling. At the end of each day, take some time to reflect on your experiences. Write about what went well and what could have gone better. Focus on your thoughts and actions, analyzing how you responded to various situations. This practice helps you identify patterns in your behavior and areas for improvement. It also reinforces the importance of focusing on what you can control. Personal stories can illustrate the power of embracing control. Consider the example of Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist. In his book, Man's Search for Meaning, Frankl describes how he found purpose and meaning even in the darkest of circumstances. Despite the horrors he faced, he realized he could control his attitude and response to his suffering. This insight helped him survive and ultimately thrive, demonstrating the profound impact of focusing on what we can control. Another story involves Admiral James Stockdale, a prisoner of war during the Vietnam War. Stockdale credited Stoic philosophy with helping him endure years of captivity and torture. He focused on controlling his thoughts and maintaining his dignity despite the harsh conditions. Stockdale's story underscores the resilience that comes from embracing a Stoic mindset. In addition to personal stories, practical tips can help you apply the dichotomy of control in everyday life. Start by identifying situations that trigger stress or anxiety. Ask yourself what aspects of these situations you can control. Can you control your thoughts, actions, or reactions? What can you do to influence the outcome positively? By breaking down challenges into manageable components, you can approach them with greater confidence and clarity. It's also helpful to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment. When we are mindful, we are more aware of our thoughts and feelings, making it easier to focus on what we can control. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation or deep breathing, can help you stay grounded and centered, even in the face of stress. Building a Stoic mindset also involves setting boundaries. Recognize that you cannot control other people's actions or emotions, but you can control how you interact with them. Set clear boundaries to protect your well-being and maintain healthy relationships. This might involve saying no to unreasonable demands, communicating your needs assertively, or distancing yourself from toxic influences. Stoicism teaches us to view challenges as opportunities for growth. Instead of seeing obstacles as roadblocks, we can reframe them as chances to develop our character and resilience. Each difficulty we face is an opportunity to practice virtue and strengthen our mindset. By approaching challenges with this perspective, we transform adversity into a source of empowerment. Consider a time when you faced a significant challenge. How did you respond? What did you learn from the experience? Reflecting on these questions can help you appreciate the growth and resilience you have gained. It also reinforces the importance of focusing on what you can control and using challenges as opportunities for personal development. Stoicism also encourages us to practice gratitude. By focusing on what we have rather than what we lack, we cultivate a positive mindset. Gratitude helps us appreciate the present moment and recognize the abundance in our lives. Take time each day to reflect on what you are grateful for, whether it's a supportive friend, a beautiful sunset, or a personal achievement. This practice can shift your focus from what is beyond your control to what enriches your life. The Stoic mindset emphasizes the importance of self-discipline. Self-discipline involves controlling our impulses and making choices that align with our long-term goals. It means prioritizing what is important over what is easy or convenient. By practicing self-discipline, we develop the ability to stay focused and committed, even in the face of distractions or temptations. Imagine you have a goal to improve your physical health. This might involve making healthier food choices, exercising regularly, and getting enough sleep. Each day, you have the opportunity to practice self-discipline by making decisions that support your goal. When you feel tempted to skip a workout or indulge in unhealthy foods, remind yourself of the bigger picture. Focus on what you can control, your actions and choices, and stay committed to your goal. Self-discipline also involves managing our thoughts and emotions. It means recognizing when negative thoughts or emotions arise and choosing how to respond to them. Instead of reacting impulsively, we can pause, reflect, and make a conscious decision about how to proceed. This practice helps us maintain control over our internal world, even when external circumstances are challenging. The Stoic mindset teaches us to accept what we cannot control with grace and equanimity. Acceptance does not mean resignation or passivity. It means recognizing the reality of a situation and choosing how to respond to it. When we accept what we cannot change, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering and focus our energy on what we can influence. Consider a situation where you receive unexpected bad news. Your initial reaction might be shock or disappointment. However, a Stoic approach involves accepting the news and focusing on what you can do next. Can you take action to improve the situation? Can you seek support from others? By accepting the reality of the situation and focusing on what you can control, you navigate the challenge with greater resilience and clarity. In summary, embracing control over our thoughts, actions, and reactions while accepting what lies beyond our influence is the essence of the Stoic mindset. By practicing the dichotomy of control, cultivating self-discipline, viewing challenges as opportunities for growth, and practicing gratitude, we transform our mindset and navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. Remember, the power to change your life lies within you, in how you choose to think, act, and respond to the world around you. Emotions are a fundamental part of the human experience. They shape our thoughts, influence our actions, and color our perceptions of the world. Stoicism teaches us to understand and manage our emotions, finding balance between feeling and reason. By cultivating a Stoic mindset, we can navigate our emotional landscape with greater clarity and resilience. Stoicism does not advocate suppressing or denying emotions. Instead, it encourages us to understand them and respond in a measured way. The first step in this process is recognizing that our emotions are influenced by our thoughts and perceptions. By examining our beliefs and assumptions, we can gain insight into why we feel the way we do. Imagine you are feeling anxious about an upcoming presentation. Your anxiety may stem from a fear of judgment or failure. By identifying the underlying thoughts, you can challenge and reframe them. Instead of thinking, "I will fail and everyone will judge me," you can remind yourself, "I have prepared well and I will do my best. I cannot control others' opinions, but I can control my effort and attitude." Another key aspect of Stoicism is the concept of the impression. An impression is an initial perception or thought that arises in response to an event. Stoics teach us to pause and evaluate our impressions before reacting to them. This practice helps us avoid impulsive reactions and make more thoughtful decisions. For example, suppose someone cuts you off in traffic. Your immediate impression might be anger and frustration. Instead of reacting impulsively, take a moment to pause and reflect. Ask yourself if getting angry will improve the situation or your mood. Often, you will find that a calm and measured response serves you better. By practicing this pause, you gain greater control over your emotional responses. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of distinguishing between what is up to us and what is not. Our emotions often arise from our desire to control external events and outcomes. However, we can only control our thoughts, actions, and reactions. By focusing on what we can influence, we reduce unnecessary emotional turmoil. Consider a situation where you are waiting for a response to a job application. You might feel anxious or impatient, worrying about the outcome. Remember that you cannot control the hiring decision, but you can control how you spend your time while waiting. You can focus on preparing for other opportunities, improving your skills, or engaging in activities that bring you joy. Shifting your focus helps manage your emotions and reduces stress. Stoic practices for managing negative emotions include techniques like reframing, mindfulness, and journaling. Reframing involves changing the way we interpret a situation. For example, instead of viewing a setback as a failure, we can see it as an opportunity for growth and learning. This shift in perspective helps us respond more positively to challenges. Mindfulness involves staying present and aware of our thoughts and feelings without judgment. By practicing mindfulness, we can observe our emotions without being overwhelmed by them. Techniques like deep breathing, meditation, and body scans can help cultivate mindfulness and promote emotional balance. Journaling is another powerful tool for managing emotions. Writing about our experiences helps us process and understand our feelings. It provides a safe space to explore our thoughts and gain clarity. By regularly journaling, we can track our emotional patterns and identify areas for growth. Stoicism also teaches us to cultivate positive emotions. While it is important to manage negative emotions, it is equally vital to nurture feelings of joy, gratitude, and love. Positive emotions enhance our well-being and resilience, making it easier to navigate life's challenges. One way to cultivate positive emotions is by practicing gratitude. Take time each day to reflect on what you are grateful for. This practice shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is abundant in your life. It helps you appreciate the small joys and blessings that often go unnoticed. Another practice is to engage in acts of kindness. Helping others and showing compassion can boost your mood and foster positive emotions. Whether it's offering a kind word, volunteering, or supporting a friend, acts of kindness create a sense of connection and fulfillment. Building strong relationships is also essential for emotional well-being. Surround yourself with supportive and positive people who uplift and inspire you. Healthy relationships provide a source of comfort, encouragement, and joy. They also offer opportunities for growth and learning. Stoicism encourages us to accept and embrace our emotions as part of the human experience. By understanding and managing our emotions, we can lead more balanced and fulfilling lives. Remember, it is not about eliminating emotions, but about responding to them with wisdom and grace. Consider a time when you felt overwhelmed by emotions. Reflect on how you handled the situation and what you learned from it. Use these insights to develop strategies for managing your emotions in the future. Practice self-compassion and patience as you navigate your emotional landscape. It is also important to recognize that emotions are transient. They come and go, and they do not define us. By observing our emotions without getting attached to them, we can maintain a sense of inner peace and stability. This perspective helps us ride the waves of emotions without being swept away by them. Stoicism teaches us to find balance between feeling and reason. Emotions provide valuable information about our needs and desires, while reason helps us navigate them wisely. By integrating both, we can make decisions that align with our values and promote our well-being. For example, if you feel angry about a situation at work, take time to understand the emotion and its source. Use reason to evaluate the best course of action. Perhaps it involves having a constructive conversation with a colleague, setting boundaries, or seeking support from a supervisor. By balancing emotion and reason, you can address the situation effectively and maintain your composure. Stoicism also reminds us to be mindful of the stories we tell ourselves. Our internal narrative shapes our emotional experience. By choosing empowering and positive stories, we can influence our emotions in a beneficial way. Instead of thinking, "I am not good enough," reframe the narrative to, "I am learning and growing every day." In conclusion, understanding and managing our emotions is a vital aspect of the Stoic mindset. By recognizing the influence of our thoughts and perceptions, practicing mindfulness, and cultivating positive emotions, we can achieve emotional balance and resilience. Embrace your emotions as part of the human experience and respond to them with wisdom and grace. Remember, the power to navigate your emotional landscape lies within you, in how you choose to think, feel, and act. A critical aspect of Stoicism is the practice of acceptance. Life is filled with unexpected events and challenges that are beyond our control. Stoicism teaches us to accept these events with grace and equanimity, understanding that our peace of mind depends not on external circumstances, but on our inner resilience and perspective. Imagine a serene lake, its surface undisturbed by the wind or rain. This is the Stoic ideal of tranquility. Life, however, often throws stones into our lake, creating ripples and disturbances. The key to maintaining our inner peace lies in how we respond to these disturbances. By practicing acceptance, we can navigate life's challenges with calmness and clarity. Acceptance begins with acknowledging the reality of a situation. This does not mean we approve of or resign ourselves to negative circumstances, but rather that we recognize them for what they are. By facing reality honestly, we can take appropriate actions without being clouded by denial or wishful thinking. Consider a situation where you lose a job unexpectedly. The initial shock and anxiety are natural reactions. However, a Stoic approach would involve accepting the reality of the job loss and then focusing on what can be done next. You might start by assessing your skills, exploring new opportunities, and creating a plan to move forward. Acceptance allows you to channel your energy into constructive actions rather than dwelling on what cannot be changed.
Another aspect of acceptance is recognizing the impermanence of life. Everything in life is transient, from our possessions to our relationships and experiences. By accepting the permanent nature of life, we can appreciate the present and let go of attachments that cause unnecessary suffering.
Think about a cherished object that you once owned, but have since lost or outgrown. At the time, losing it might have felt devastating, but with time, you adjusted and moved on. This illustrates the impermanent nature of material possessions. By embracing this concept, we can reduce our attachment to things and focus on what truly matters. Stoicism also teaches us to accept our limitations and imperfections. No one is perfect, and striving for unrealistic standards can lead to frustration and disappointment. Acceptance involves acknowledging our strengths and weaknesses, understanding that growth comes from recognizing and learning from our mistakes. Imagine you are learning a new skill, such as playing a musical instrument. In the beginning, you will likely make mistakes and struggle. Instead of becoming discouraged, a Stoic approach would involve accepting the learning process, practicing patience, and celebrating small progress. By accepting our imperfections, we create a more compassionate and encouraging environment for growth. Acceptance extends to our relationships with others as well. People are complex and flawed, just like us. Expecting perfection from others can lead to conflict and disappointment. By accepting others as they are, we can foster more harmonious and understanding relationships. Consider a time when a friend or family member disappointed you. Instead of holding a grudge or trying to change them, practice acceptance. Understand that they are human and make mistakes. This does not mean condoning harmful behavior, but rather recognizing their humanity and responding with compassion. Practicing acceptance also involves letting go of the need for control. Many of us spend significant energy trying to control external events and outcomes. However, true peace comes from focusing on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and attitudes, and letting go of the rest. Imagine you are planning an outdoor event, such as a picnic or a wedding. Despite your meticulous planning, the weather turns bad. While you cannot control the weather, you can control your response. Instead of letting disappointment ruin your day, you can adapt by finding an indoor venue or rescheduling. By accepting what you cannot control, you maintain your peace of mind and find solutions. Another powerful aspect of acceptance is embracing uncertainty. Life is inherently uncertain, and trying to predict or control the future can lead to anxiety and stress. Acceptance involves recognizing that uncertainty is a natural part of life and finding comfort in the present moment. Consider a major life decision, such as moving to a new city or changing careers. The uncertainty of the outcome can be daunting. A Stoic approach would involve accepting that uncertainty is inevitable and focusing on making the best decision with the information available. By embracing uncertainty, you free yourself from the fear of the unknown and open yourself to new possibilities. Stoic practices for cultivating acceptance include meditation, reflection, and gratitude. Meditation helps calm the mind and develop a sense of presence. By focusing on your breath and observing your thoughts without judgment, you can cultivate a sense of inner peace and acceptance. Reflection involves taking time to contemplate your experiences and responses. Consider keeping a journal where you write about situations that challenged your acceptance. Reflect on how you handled them and what you learned. This practice helps reinforce the importance of acceptance and provides insights for future challenges. Gratitude is a powerful tool for acceptance. By focusing on what you are grateful for, you shift your perspective from what is lacking to what is abundant in your life. Take time each day to reflect on the people, experiences, and things you appreciate. This practice fosters a sense of contentment and acceptance. Acceptance also involves forgiving yourself and others. Holding on to past mistakes or grievances can hinder your peace of mind. By practicing forgiveness, you release negative emotions and create space for healing and growth. Think about a time when you made a mistake or were wronged by someone. Holding on to resentment or guilt can weigh you down. Instead, practice self-compassion and forgive yourself for your mistakes. Extend the same compassion to others, understanding that forgiveness is a gift you give yourself as much as it is to them. In conclusion, acceptance is a vital component of the Stoic mindset. By acknowledging reality, embracing impermanence, recognizing our limitations, letting go of control, and forgiving ourselves and others, we can navigate life with greater peace and resilience. Acceptance does not mean passivity. It means actively engaging with life in a way that honors our inner strength and wisdom. Remember, the power to cultivate acceptance lies within you, in how you choose to perceive and respond to the world around you. Life often presents us with challenges and adversities. Whether it's a personal loss, a career setback, or a health issue, we all face difficulties at some point. Stoicism offers us valuable tools to build resilience, helping us endure and thrive despite hardships. By cultivating a resilient mindset, we can transform obstacles into opportunities for growth and self-improvement. Resilience starts with our perception of challenges. Stoics believe that our suffering is largely influenced by how we interpret and respond to events. This means that while we cannot always control what happens to us, we can control how we think about it. By shifting our perspective, we can change our experience of adversity. Imagine you have experienced a significant failure, such as not getting a promotion at work. Your initial reaction might be disappointment or frustration. However, a Stoic approach involves seeing this setback as a chance to learn and grow. Ask yourself what you can learn from the experience. How can you improve? What skills or knowledge can you gain to enhance your future prospects? By reframing the situation, you transform it from a source of suffering into a catalyst for growth. Another key aspect of resilience is focusing on what we can control. When faced with adversity, it is easy to become overwhelmed by the many factors beyond our influence. Stoicism teaches us to concentrate on our thoughts, actions, and attitudes, those things that are within our control. By directing our energy towards what we can change, we become more empowered and less stressed. Consider a situation where you are dealing with a health issue. While you may not be able to control the illness itself, you can control how you manage it. You can focus on maintaining a healthy lifestyle, following medical advice, and seeking support from loved ones. By concentrating on these actions, you take proactive steps towards well-being, rather than feeling helpless in the face of the illness. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of preparation for adversity. This involves anticipating potential challenges and developing strategies to cope with them. One useful practice is negative visualization, where you imagine worst-case scenarios. By contemplating possible difficulties, you become mentally prepared to face them and less likely to be caught off guard. For example, if you are planning a major project, spend some time considering what could go wrong. What if you encounter unexpected obstacles or delays? How will you handle them? By thinking through these scenarios, you create a plan of action and build confidence in your ability to overcome challenges. Building resilience also involves cultivating a strong support network. Relationships with family, friends, and colleagues provide a source of comfort and encouragement during tough times. Stoicism teaches us to value these connections and to seek support when needed. Sharing our struggles with trusted individuals can lighten our emotional burden and offer new perspectives. Imagine you are going through a difficult breakup. Reaching out to friends and family for support can help you process your emotions and gain insights into your experience. They can provide a listening ear, practical advice, or simply companionship. By nurturing these relationships, you build a resilient foundation that supports you through adversity. Practicing self-compassion is another vital component of resilience. We often criticize ourselves harshly when faced with challenges. To our suffering, Stoicism encourages us to treat ourselves with the same kindness and understanding we would offer. By being gentle with ourselves, we create a supportive inner environment that fosters resilience. Think about a time when you faced a setback and felt disappointed in yourself. Instead of berating yourself, practice self-compassion. Acknowledge your feelings and remind yourself that it is okay to struggle. Everyone faces difficulties, and it does not diminish your worth. By being kind to yourself, you build emotional strength and resilience. Stoicism also teaches us to find meaning in adversity. Challenges can provide valuable lessons and opportunities for personal growth. By seeking out the silver lining in difficult situations, we can transform suffering into a source of strength. This involves reflecting on what the experience has taught us and how it has shaped us into who we are today. Consider a challenging period in your life, such as losing a loved one. While the pain of loss is real, reflecting on how the experience has impacted you can reveal deeper insights. Perhaps it has taught you about the fragility of life, the importance of cherishing moments with loved ones, or the strength you possess to endure hardship. By finding meaning in adversity, you create a narrative of growth and resilience. Stoicism also encourages us to focus on our values and virtues. When faced with challenges, staying true to our principles provides a sense of purpose and direction. By acting in accordance with our values, we build inner strength and integrity, making us more resilient in the face of adversity. Imagine you are facing a moral dilemma at work, such as being pressured to act unethically. Staying true to your values, even when it is difficult, reinforces your commitment to integrity. By acting with honesty and courage, you build a resilient character that withstands external pressures. Mindfulness is another powerful tool for building resilience. By staying present and aware of our thoughts and emotions, we can respond to challenges with greater clarity and composure. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation and deep breathing, help us stay grounded and centered, even in stressful situations. Consider incorporating a daily mindfulness practice into your routine. Spend a few minutes each day focusing on your breath or observing your thoughts without judgment. This practice cultivates a sense of calm and resilience, enabling you to navigate challenges with greater ease. Lastly, resilience involves embracing change and adaptability. Life is constantly changing, and our ability to adapt to new circumstances determines our resilience. Stoicism teaches us to accept change as a natural part of life and to approach it with an open and flexible mindset. Imagine you are faced with an unexpected change, such as moving to a new city for a job. While the transition may be challenging, approaching it with an open mind allows you to see new opportunities. Embrace the adventure, seek out new experiences, and remain adaptable. By being flexible, you build resilience and thrive in changing circumstances. In summary, building resilience through Stoicism involves reframing our perception of challenges, focusing on what we can control, preparing for adversity, nurturing support networks, practicing self-compassion, finding meaning in adversity, staying true to our values, practicing mindfulness, and embracing change. By cultivating these practices, we can transform obstacles into opportunities for growth and navigate life's challenges with strength and grace. Remember, resilience is not about avoiding difficulties, but about facing them with courage and wisdom. The power to build resilience lies within you, in how you choose to think, act, and respond to the world around you. Stoicism teaches us the importance of focusing on the present moment. The past is gone, and the future is uncertain. By fully engaging with the present, we can experience life more deeply, reduce stress, and make better decisions. This chapter will explore how to live in the now, drawing on Stoic principles to help you cultivate a mindful and fulfilling life. Living in the present begins with awareness. Many of us spend our days distracted by thoughts of what has happened or what might happen. We replay past events in our minds or worry about future ones, often missing out on the experiences unfolding around us. By bringing our attention to the present moment, we can break free from this cycle of distraction and truly live. Imagine you are walking in a park. Instead of being lost in thoughts about work or personal issues, try to focus on your surroundings. Notice the colors of the flowers, the sound of birds, the feel of the breeze on your skin. By engaging your senses, you anchor yourself in the present moment and appreciate the beauty around you. One effective way to practice living in the present is through mindfulness meditation. This involves sitting quietly, focusing on your breath, and observing your thoughts without judgment. When your mind wanders, gently bring your attention back to your breath. This practice trains your mind to stay present and helps you develop a deeper sense of awareness. You can start with just a few minutes of mindfulness meditation each day. Find a quiet place, sit comfortably, and close your eyes. Focus on your breathing, feeling the air enter and leave your body. When your mind drifts to other thoughts, simply notice them and return your focus to your breath. Over time, this practice can help you become more mindful in your daily life. Stoicism also teaches us to let go of things we cannot control. Worrying about the future or dwelling on the past often involves focusing on events beyond our influence. By accepting that we can only control our thoughts, actions, and attitudes, we can free ourselves from unnecessary anxiety and stress. Consider a situation where you are worried about an upcoming exam or presentation. While it is natural to feel concerned, excessive worry can be paralyzing. Instead of fixating on the outcome, focus on what you can do in the present to prepare. Study, practice, and take care of yourself. By concentrating on your efforts, you not only improve your performance, but also reduce your anxiety. Living in the present also means embracing the fleeting nature of life. Everything is temporary, from our possessions and achievements to our relationships and experiences. By accepting this impermanence, we can appreciate the present moment and make the most of our time. Think about a cherished memory, such as a joyful family gathering or a beautiful vacation. These moments are precious because they are fleeting. By recognizing the impermanence of life, you can savor the present and create meaningful experiences. Cherish the time you spend with loved ones, engage fully in your activities, and appreciate the simple pleasures of daily life. Another aspect of living in the present is practicing gratitude. Gratitude shifts our focus from what is lacking to what is abundant in our lives. By regularly reflecting on what we are thankful for, we can cultivate a positive and appreciative mindset. Start a daily gratitude practice by taking a few minutes each day to write down 3 things you are grateful for. These can be small things, like a warm cup of coffee or a kind word from a friend, or larger blessings, like your health or family. By focusing on the good in your life, you enhance your well-being and deepen your connection to the present moment. Stoicism also encourages us to engage fully in whatever we do, whether it is working, spending time with loved ones, or pursuing hobbies. Being fully present enhances our experience and performance. When we give our full attention to our tasks, we become more efficient, creative, and fulfilled. Imagine you are working on a project. Instead of multitasking or allowing distractions, focus entirely on the task at hand. Set aside other thoughts and give your best effort. You will find that you accomplish more and feel a greater sense of satisfaction. The same principle applies to personal interactions. When you are with someone, be fully present, listen actively, and engage genuinely. Living in the present also means letting go of regret. Regret involves dwelling on past mistakes or missed opportunities. While it is important to learn from the past, holding on to regret can hinder our ability to move forward. Stoicism teaches us to accept our past, learn from it, and focus on the present. Reflect on a past mistake or missed opportunity that you regret. Consider what you have learned from the experience and how it has shaped you. Then, consciously let go of the regret. Remind yourself that the past is unchangeable and your power lies in how you choose to live now. By releasing regret, you create space for growth and new possibilities. Another present is by setting intentions. Intentions guide our actions and keep us aligned with our. By setting daily intentions, we can stay focused on what matters most and approach each day with purpose and clarity. At the start of each day, take a few moments to set an intention. This could be something specific, like completing a project or being kind to others, or something more general, like staying calm and present. Throughout the day, remind yourself of your intention and let it guide your actions. This practice helps you stay centered and mindful. Lastly, living in the present involves practicing self-compassion. We often judge ourselves harshly for not living up to our expectations or for perceived failures. Stoicism teaches us to treat ourselves with the same kindness and understanding we would offer a friend. Consider a time when you felt disappointed in yourself. Instead of criticizing yourself, practice self-compassion. Acknowledge your feelings and remind yourself that it is okay to struggle. Everyone faces challenges, and it does not diminish your worth. By being gentle with yourself, you create a supportive inner environment that fosters mindfulness and resilience. In conclusion, living in the present is a fundamental principle of Stoicism that enhances our well-being and fulfillment. By cultivating awareness, letting go of what we cannot control, embracing impermanence, practicing gratitude, engaging fully in our activities, releasing regret, setting intentions, and practicing self-compassion, we can experience life more deeply and meaningfully. Remember, the power to live in the present lies within you, in how you choose to focus your attention and engage with each moment. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of cultivating virtue, which is central to living a good life. Virtue in Stoic philosophy encompasses wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. By striving to develop these qualities, we can lead a life of integrity and purpose, ultimately achieving true happiness and fulfillment. Wisdom is the foundation of virtue. It involves discerning what is truly valuable in life and making choices that reflect this understanding. Wisdom helps us navigate challenges, make sound decisions, and live in harmony with our values. Developing wisdom requires self-reflection, learning from our experiences, and seeking knowledge. Imagine you are faced with a difficult decision at work. Instead of acting impulsively, take a moment to reflect on your values and the potential consequences of your actions. Consider what is truly important and align your decision with your principles. This approach helps you act with integrity and clarity, fostering a sense of inner peace and confidence. Courage is another essential virtue. It involves facing challenges and fears with bravery and resilience. Courage does not mean the absence of fear, but rather the willingness to act despite it. By cultivating courage, we build the strength to overcome obstacles and pursue our goals. Think about a time when you felt afraid to take a risk, such as starting a new project or speaking up in a meeting. Instead of letting fear hold you back, draw on your inner courage. Remind yourself of your strengths and the importance of your goals. By taking action despite fear, you build confidence and resilience. Justice, in the Stoic sense, involves treating others with fairness, respect, and compassion. It means recognizing the inherent worth of every person and acting in ways that promote the common good. By practicing justice, we contribute to a more harmonious and equitable society. Consider a situation where someone wrongs you or acts unfairly. Instead of seeking revenge or holding a grudge, approach the situation with a sense of justice. Understand their perspective, address the issue constructively, and seek a fair resolution. By acting with justice, you create positive relationships and foster a sense of community. Temperance is the virtue of self-control and moderation. It involves managing our desires and impulses, making balanced choices, and maintaining a sense of inner calm. By practicing temperance, we avoid excesses and develop a more measured and thoughtful approach to life. Imagine you are trying to adopt healthier habits, such as eating well or exercising regularly. Temperance helps you resist temptations and stay committed to your goals. Instead of indulging in unhealthy choices, focus on the long-term benefits of moderation. By practicing self-control, you enhance your well-being and achieve a greater sense of balance. Developing virtue also involves examining our character and actions regularly. Self-reflection helps us identify areas for growth and recognize our progress. By taking time to evaluate our behavior and intentions, we become more aware of our strengths and weaknesses, allowing us to make conscious efforts to improve. Consider keeping a journal where you reflect on your actions and decisions each day. Write about situations where you practiced virtue and areas where you could have done better. This practice helps you stay accountable to your values and provides insights for personal growth. Stoicism teaches us that virtue is the only true good and the foundation of a fulfilling life. External factors, such as wealth, fame, and success, are indifferent and do not determine our happiness. By focusing on developing virtue, we align our lives with what truly matters and find lasting contentment. Imagine you are striving for a promotion or a material goal. While achieving these things can bring temporary satisfaction, they are not the source of true happiness. Instead, focus on cultivating virtue in your pursuit. Act with integrity, treat others with respect, and maintain balance. By prioritizing virtue, you create a sense of fulfillment that transcends external achievements. Practicing gratitude is another way to cultivate virtue. Gratitude involves recognizing and appreciating the good in our lives, fostering a sense of contentment and humility. By regularly reflecting on what we are grateful for, we develop a more positive and virtuous outlook. Each day, take a moment to express gratitude. Think about the people, experiences, and opportunities you are thankful for. By focusing on the positive aspects of your life, you shift your perspective and enhance your sense of well-being. Stoicism also encourages us to lead by example. Our actions and behavior can inspire others to cultivate virtue in their own lives. By living with integrity, courage, justice, and temperance, we set a positive example for those around us and contribute to a more virtuous society. Consider how your actions impact others. Whether it is in your personal relationships, workplace, or community, strive to embody the virtues you value. By acting with kindness, fairness, and self-control, you inspire others to do the same and create a ripple effect of positive change. Cultivating virtue also involves embracing challenges as opportunities for growth. Adversity tests our character and provides a chance to strengthen our virtues. By approaching difficulties with a positive mindset, we can transform obstacles into valuable learning experiences. Think about a recent challenge you faced. Instead of seeing it as a setback, view it as an opportunity to practice virtue. How can you approach the situation with wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance? By embracing challenges in this way, you build resilience and enhance your character. Stoicism teaches us that virtue is a lifelong pursuit. It is not about perfection, but about continuous growth and improvement. By committing to the ongoing practice of virtue, we create a meaningful and fulfilling life. Remember, the journey of cultivating virtue begins with small steps. Each day presents an opportunity to practice wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. By making conscious choices and striving to live in alignment with these virtues, you gradually build a virtuous character and lead a more purposeful life. In summary, cultivating virtue is central to the Stoic philosophy and a key to living a good life. By developing wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, we align our lives with our values and achieve true happiness and fulfillment. Through self-reflection, gratitude, leading by example, and embracing challenges, we can continuously grow and improve. The power to cultivate virtue lies within you, in how you choose to think, act, and respond to the world around you. In our journey to live a fulfilling life, managing our emotions is crucial. Emotions, while natural and essential, can sometimes overwhelm us and cloud our judgment. Stoicism provides valuable insights and techniques to help us regulate our emotions, maintain inner peace, and make rational decisions. By understanding and practicing emotional management, we can transform our mindset and lead a more balanced life. Emotional management starts with recognizing and accepting our emotions. Often, we try to suppress or ignore negative emotions, thinking it makes us strong. However, Stoicism teaches us that acknowledging our feelings is the first step towards managing them effectively. By being aware of our emotions, we can understand their roots and address them constructively. Imagine you are feeling anxious about a challenging situation at work. Instead of pushing the anxiety away, take a moment to identify and accept it. Acknowledge that it is natural to feel anxious in such situations. This acceptance helps you to face your emotions head-on and reduces their power over you. Once you acknowledge your emotions, it is essential to understand their causes. Emotions often arise from our thoughts and perceptions. By examining our beliefs and assumptions, we can identify the triggers behind our emotions and challenge any irrational or unhelpful thoughts. Consider a time when you felt angry during a disagreement. Reflect on the thoughts that fueled your anger. Were you feeling disrespected or misunderstood? By understanding the underlying thoughts, you can address them directly. Perhaps you realize that the other person's intentions were not as negative as you initially believed. This insight helps you respond more calmly and constructively. Another key aspect of managing emotions is practicing self-discipline. This involves regulating our emotional responses and choosing how to act rather than reacting impulsively. Stoicism teaches us to pause and reflect before responding, allowing us to make thoughtful decisions. Imagine you receive criticism from a colleague. Your initial reaction might be defensive or hurt. Instead of reacting immediately, take a deep breath and give yourself a moment to process the feedback. Consider whether there is any truth in the criticism and how you can use it to improve. By responding thoughtfully, you demonstrate emotional maturity and maintain your composure. Stoicism also encourages us to cultivate a balanced perspective. Emotions often become overwhelming when we exaggerate the significance of events. By adopting a broader viewpoint, we can see situations more objectively and manage our emotions more effectively. Think about a time when you felt overwhelmed by a minor setback. In the moment, it may have seemed catastrophic. However, when you take a step back and view the situation in the context of your entire life, it often appears less significant. By reminding yourself of the bigger picture, you can reduce the intensity of your emotional reactions and maintain a sense of balance. Practicing gratitude is another powerful tool for managing emotions. Gratitude shifts our focus from what is lacking to what is abundant in our lives, fostering a positive mindset. By regularly reflecting on what we are thankful for, we can counteract negative emotions and enhance our emotional well-being. Start a daily gratitude practice by writing down 3 things you are grateful for each day. These can be simple things, like a sunny day or a kind gesture from a friend. By focusing on the positives, you cultivate a sense of contentment and resilience, making it easier to manage difficult emotions. Stoicism also teaches us to differentiate between what we can control and what we cannot. Many of our negative emotions arise from trying to control external events beyond our influence. By focusing on our own thoughts, actions, and attitudes, we can reduce stress and manage our emotions more effectively. Consider a situation where you are frustrated by a traffic jam. While you cannot control the traffic, you can control your reaction. Instead of getting angry, focus on what you can do. Listen to music, practice deep breathing, or use the time to reflect. By shifting your focus to what you can control, you reduce your frustration and maintain your emotional equilibrium. Mindfulness is another essential practice for managing emotions. Mindfulness involves being present in the moment and observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment. By cultivating mindfulness, we can become more aware of our emotional states and respond to them with greater clarity and calmness. Incorporate mindfulness into your daily routine by setting aside a few minutes each day to practice. Find a quiet place, sit comfortably, and focus on your breath. Notice your thoughts and emotions as they arise without trying to change them. Simply observe and let them pass. This practice helps you develop a more balanced and non-reactive approach to your emotions. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of self-compassion. We often judge ourselves harshly for experiencing negative emotions, adding to our distress. By treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, we create a supportive inner environment that helps us manage our emotions more effectively. Consider a time when you felt disappointed in yourself. Instead of criticizing yourself, practice self-compassion. Acknowledge your feelings and remind yourself that it is okay to struggle. Everyone experiences difficult emotions, and it does not diminish your worth. By being gentle with yourself, you build emotional resilience and reduce self-inflicted suffering. Building strong relationships is also crucial for managing emotions. Supportive connections with family, friends, and colleagues provide a source of comfort and perspective during emotional challenges. By sharing our feelings with trusted individuals, we can gain insights and support that help us navigate difficult times. When you are feeling overwhelmed, reach out to someone you trust. Share your feelings and seek their perspective. They may offer valuable advice or simply provide a listening ear. By nurturing these relationships, you build a network of support that enhances your emotional well-being. Lastly, managing emotions involves embracing change and uncertainty. Life is constantly changing, and our ability to adapt to new circumstances influences our emotional health. By accepting change as a natural part of life, we can approach it with an open and flexible mindset. Think about a significant change you have experienced, such as moving to a new city or starting a new job. While the transition may have been challenging, it also offered new opportunities for growth and learning. By embracing change and focusing on the possibilities it brings, you can manage your emotions more effectively and build resilience. In summary, managing emotions through Stoicism involves recognizing and accepting our feelings, understanding their causes, practicing self-discipline, cultivating a balanced perspective, practicing gratitude, focusing on what we can control, practicing mindfulness, showing self-compassion, building strong relationships, and embracing change. By developing these practices, we can transform our mindset, maintain inner peace, and lead a more balanced and fulfilling life. Remember, the power to manage your emotions lies within you, in how you choose to think, act, and respond to the world around you. Stoicism teaches us the importance of focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot. This principle is essential for achieving a peaceful and resilient mindset. When we understand the limits of our control and direct our energy toward what is within our power, we can navigate life's challenges more effectively and reduce unnecessary stress. Life is filled with uncertainties and events beyond our control. The weather, the actions of others, and the outcome of certain situations are just a few examples. By accepting that these external factors are outside our influence, we can shift our focus to our own thoughts, actions, and attitudes. This shift empowers us to take responsibility for our lives and make positive changes where we can. Consider a situation where you are waiting for an important job interview result. While you cannot control the outcome, you can control how you prepare for the interview, how you present yourself, and how you respond to the result, regardless of whether it is favorable or not. By focusing on your preparation and presentation, you increase your chances of success. If the outcome is not what you hoped for, you can still take pride in your efforts and learn from the experience. One of the key teachings of Stoicism is to distinguish between what is up to us and what is not. This involves regularly assessing our thoughts and actions to determine where we should invest our energy. When we encounter a challenging situation, we can ask ourselves, is this within my control? If the answer is yes, we can take proactive steps to address it. If the answer is no, we can practice acceptance and let go of the desire to control the uncontrollable. Imagine you are dealing with a difficult colleague at work. Their behavior may be frustrating, but you cannot control their actions or attitudes. What you can control is your response to them. By maintaining your professionalism, setting boundaries, and focusing on your own performance, you can navigate the situation with integrity and reduce your stress. Acceptance does not mean resignation or passivity. It means recognizing the reality of a situation and responding in a way that aligns with our values. This approach helps us conserve our energy for what truly matters and fosters a sense of inner peace. By accepting what we cannot change, we free ourselves from the emotional burden of trying to control the uncontrollable. Stoicism also teaches us the importance of preparation and resilience. While we cannot control everything that happens to us, we can prepare ourselves mentally and emotionally for life's challenges. By anticipating potential difficulties and developing coping strategies, we can strengthen our resilience and handle setbacks more effectively. Consider how a sailor prepares for a storm. They cannot control the weather, but they can control how they navigate their ship. They ensure the sails are secure, the equipment is in good condition, and they have a plan for rough seas. Similarly, we can prepare for life's challenges by developing our skills, building a support network, and cultivating a positive mindset. Practicing gratitude is another powerful way to focus on what we can control. Gratitude helps us shift our attention from what we lack to what we have, fostering a sense of contentment and appreciation. By regularly reflecting on the positive aspects of our lives, we can cultivate a more optimistic and resilient outlook. Start a gratitude practice by taking a few moments each day to write down 3 things you are grateful for. These can be simple pleasures, such as a warm meal or a kind word from a friend, or more significant blessings, like your health or a supportive family. By focusing on gratitude, you enhance your emotional well-being and build resilience against life's challenges. Another important aspect of focusing on what we can control is setting realistic goals and taking incremental steps toward achieving them. When we set clear, attainable goals, we create a sense of direction and purpose. By breaking down our goals into manageable steps, we can make steady progress and maintain our motivation. Imagine you have a long-term goal of improving your physical fitness. Instead of focusing on the end result, set smaller, achievable goals, such as exercising for 30 minutes a day or making healthier food choices. By focusing on these daily actions, you can make consistent progress and build momentum toward your larger goal. Stoicism also encourages us to practice mindfulness and self-awareness. By being present in the moment and observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment, we can gain greater clarity and control over our actions. Mindfulness helps us respond to situations thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively, allowing us to make better decisions and manage our emotions more effectively. Incorporate mindfulness into your daily routine by setting aside a few minutes each day to practice. Find a quiet place, sit comfortably, and focus on your breath. Notice your thoughts and feelings as they arise without trying to change them. Simply observe and let them pass. This practice helps you develop a more balanced and non-reactive approach to life's challenges. Building strong relationships is also essential for focusing on what we can control. Supportive connections with family, friends, and colleagues provide a source of comfort and perspective during difficult times. By nurturing these relationships, we create a network of support that helps us navigate life's uncertainties more effectively. When you are facing a challenge, reach out to someone you trust. Share your feelings and seek their perspective. They may offer valuable advice or simply provide a listening ear. By fostering these connections, you build a sense of community and resilience. Finally, focusing on what we can control involves embracing change and uncertainty. Life is constantly evolving, and our ability to adapt to new circumstances influences our well-being. By accepting change as a natural part of life, we can approach it with an open and flexible mindset. Consider a significant change you have experienced, such as moving to a new city or starting a new job. While the transition may have been challenging, it also offered new opportunities for growth and learning. By embracing change and focusing on the possibilities it brings, you can manage your emotions more effectively and build resilience. In summary, focusing on what we can control is a fundamental principle of Stoicism that enhances our well-being and resilience. By distinguishing between what is within our control and what is not, practicing acceptance, preparing for challenges, cultivating gratitude, setting realistic goals, practicing mindfulness, building strong relationships, and embracing change, we can navigate life's uncertainties with greater peace and confidence. Remember, the power to focus on what you can control lies within you, in how you choose to think, act, and respond to the world around you. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of living in harmony with nature. This principle encourages us to understand the natural order of the world and align our lives with it. By recognizing our place within the broader context of the universe, we can find peace, purpose, and resilience. Living in harmony with nature involves accepting the natural flow of life, respecting our environment, and embracing our inherent connection to all living beings. Life is filled with cycles and changes, much like the seasons. Just as winter turns to spring, challenges and hardships give way to new opportunities and growth. Understanding this natural rhythm helps us accept the ebb and flow of life with grace and patience. When we resist these changes, we create unnecessary suffering. By embracing the natural order, we can navigate life's transitions more smoothly. Imagine a river flowing effortlessly towards the ocean. It encounters rocks, bends, and obstacles, but it continues its journey without resistance. Similarly, when we face obstacles in our lives, we can learn to flow around them rather than resist them. This acceptance helps us conserve our energy for what truly matters and reduces our stress. Living in harmony with nature also means respecting our environment. Our well-being is deeply connected to the health of the planet. By taking care of our environment, we contribute to the well-being of all living beings and future generations. This practice involves making conscious choices that reduce our impact on the earth, such as conserving resources, reducing waste, and supporting sustainable practices. Consider simple changes you can make in your daily life to reduce your environmental footprint. For example, you can use reusable bags and containers, conserve water and energy, and support local and sustainable products. These small actions contribute to a larger positive impact and reinforce our connection to the natural world. Embracing our connection to all living beings is another aspect of living in harmony with nature. Stoicism teaches us that we are all part of a greater whole, interconnected and interdependent. By recognizing this connection, we cultivate compassion, empathy, and respect for others. This understanding helps us build stronger relationships and contribute to a more harmonious society. Think about the ways in which your actions affect others. When you treat people with kindness and respect, you create a positive ripple effect that extends beyond your immediate interactions. By fostering a sense of community and connection, you contribute to the well-being of those around you and reinforce the natural bonds that unite us. Practicing mindfulness is a powerful way to cultivate harmony with nature. Mindfulness involves being present in the moment and observing the world around us with curiosity and appreciation. By cultivating mindfulness, we deepen our awareness of our environment and our place within it. This practice helps us develop a greater sense of gratitude and contentment. Take time each day to connect with nature, whether it is through a walk in the park, sitting by a window, or simply observing the sky. Notice the beauty and intricacy of the natural world. This practice helps you feel more grounded and connected, fostering a sense of inner peace and harmony. Stoicism also encourages us to accept our own nature and limitations. Just as the natural world has its cycles and rhythms, we too have our strengths and weaknesses. By acknowledging and embracing our true selves, we can live more authentically and purposefully. This acceptance involves recognizing our unique qualities and using them to contribute to the greater good. Reflect on your strengths and how you can use them to make a positive impact. Consider areas where you can grow and improve, but do so with kindness and self-compassion. By accepting and nurturing your true self, you align your life with your natural potential and contribute to a more harmonious world. Living in harmony with nature also involves letting go of the need for constant control. Nature operates through a balance of forces, and trying to control every aspect of our lives creates imbalance and stress. By learning to trust the natural flow of life, we can cultivate a sense of peace and resilience. Consider a time when you tried to control every detail of a situation. Perhaps you felt anxious and overwhelmed. Instead, practice letting go of the need for control and trust that things will unfold as they are meant to. This shift in perspective helps you focus on what you can influence and accept what you cannot. Stoicism teaches us to find joy and fulfillment in simplicity. The natural world thrives in its simplicity and balance, and we can learn from this example. By simplifying our lives, we reduce stress and create space for what truly matters. This practice involves letting go of excess and focusing on meaningful experiences and relationships. Reflect on areas of your life where you can simplify and declutter. This might involve reducing material possessions, minimizing commitments, or prioritizing activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. By embracing simplicity, you create a more balanced and harmonious life. Gratitude is another essential practice for living in harmony with nature. By appreciating the beauty and abundance of the natural world, we cultivate a sense of wonder and contentment. Gratitude helps us focus on the positives in our lives and enhances our overall well-being. Start a gratitude journal where you regularly write about the aspects of nature you appreciate. This could include the beauty of a sunset, the sound of birds singing, or the feeling of a gentle breeze. By focusing on these moments of natural beauty, you deepen your connection to the world around you and cultivate a more positive mindset. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of resilience and adaptability. Nature demonstrates remarkable resilience in the face of challenges, and we can learn from this example. By cultivating resilience, we can navigate life's difficulties with greater strength and determination. Think about a time when you faced a significant challenge. Reflect on the qualities that helped you overcome it, such as perseverance, creativity, or support from others. By recognizing and nurturing these qualities, you build resilience and enhance your ability to adapt to future challenges. In summary, living in harmony with nature involves accepting the natural flow of life, respecting our environment, embracing our connection to all living beings, practicing mindfulness, accepting our true selves, letting go of control, finding joy in simplicity, practicing gratitude, and cultivating resilience. By aligning our lives with the principles of Stoicism and the natural world, we can achieve greater peace, purpose, and fulfillment. Remember, the power to live in harmony with nature lies within you, in how you choose to think, act, and respond to the world around you. Self-awareness is a crucial aspect of Stoicism. It involves understanding our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, and recognizing how they influence our actions and interactions with others. Developing self-awareness helps us make better decisions, improve our relationships, and live more authentically. By cultivating a deep understanding of ourselves, we can align our lives with our true values and purpose. The first step in developing self-awareness is to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment. Often, we react to situations automatically, without fully understanding why we feel or behave a certain way. By taking a step back and examining our internal experiences, we can gain insights into our motivations and triggers. Imagine you feel irritated by a colleague's comment. Instead of reacting impulsively, pause and reflect on why the comment bothered you. Perhaps it touched on a sensitive topic or reminded you of a past experience. By understanding the root cause of your irritation, you can respond more thoughtfully and avoid unnecessary conflict. Practicing mindfulness is a powerful tool for increasing self-awareness. Mindfulness involves being present in the moment and observing our thoughts and emotions as they arise. By cultivating a mindful awareness of our internal state, we can develop greater clarity and control over our actions. Incorporate mindfulness into your daily routine by setting aside a few minutes each day to sit quietly and focus on your breath. Notice any thoughts or feelings that arise without trying to change or judge them. Simply observe and let them pass. This practice helps you become more attuned to your inner experiences and enhances your self-awareness. Journaling is another effective way to deepen self-awareness. Writing down our thoughts and feelings helps us process and reflect on our experiences. It provides an opportunity to explore our inner world and gain insights into our patterns of thinking and behavior. Start a daily journal where you write about your thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Reflect on your interactions with others, your successes and challenges, and any patterns you notice in your behavior. This practice helps you develop a deeper understanding of yourself and identify areas for growth. Self-awareness also involves recognizing our strengths and weaknesses. By understanding our unique qualities, we can leverage our strengths and work on improving our weaknesses. This self-knowledge helps us make more informed decisions and set realistic goals. Reflect on your strengths and how they have helped you in different areas of your life. Consider ways you can use your strengths to achieve your goals and contribute to others. Similarly, identify areas where you can improve and develop strategies to address these weaknesses. By embracing both your strengths and weaknesses, you can live a more balanced and authentic life. Developing self-awareness also involves understanding our values and beliefs. Our values guide our actions and decisions, and aligning our lives with our values helps us live with integrity and purpose. By clarifying our core values, we can make choices that reflect our true selves. Take time to reflect on what is most important to you. Consider your core values, such as honesty, compassion, or perseverance. Think about how these values influence your actions and decisions. By aligning your life with your values, you create a sense of coherence and fulfillment. Self-awareness also includes understanding our impact on others. Our actions and behaviors affect those around us, and being aware of this impact helps us build stronger, more positive relationships. By developing empathy and compassion, we can respond to others with greater sensitivity and understanding. Reflect on how your actions and words affect the people in your life. Consider times when your behavior has positively or negatively impacted others. By being mindful of your impact, you can make more conscious choices that foster harmony and connection. Practicing self-compassion is another important aspect of self-awareness. We are often our own harshest critics, judging ourselves for our mistakes and shortcomings. By treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, we create a supportive inner environment that fosters growth and resilience. When you make a mistake or face a challenge, practice self-compassion. Acknowledge your feelings and remind yourself that everyone struggles at times. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer to a friend. This practice helps you build self-awareness and resilience. Self-awareness also involves setting healthy boundaries. By understanding our needs and limits, we can establish boundaries that protect our well-being and promote healthy relationships. Setting boundaries helps us maintain a sense of balance and self-respect. Reflect on areas of your life where you need to set boundaries. Consider your personal and professional relationships and identify situations where you feel overwhelmed or taken advantage of. By setting clear and respectful boundaries, you create a sense of safety and balance. Developing self-awareness also requires a willingness to seek feedback from others. Often, we have blind spots that prevent us from seeing ourselves clearly. By seeking input from trusted friends, family, or colleagues, we can gain valuable insights into our behavior and impact. Ask for feedback from people you trust. Be open to their observations and consider how their insights can help you grow. Use this feedback to deepen your self-awareness and make positive changes in your life. Self-awareness also involves recognizing our habits and routines. Our daily habits shape our lives, and by becoming aware of them, we can make intentional choices that support our well-being and goals. Reflecting on our routines helps us identify areas where we can create positive change. Consider your daily habits and routines. Reflect on how they contribute to your well-being and success, and identify areas where you can make improvements. By making intentional choices about your habits, you can create a more fulfilling and balanced life. In summary, developing self-awareness is a fundamental aspect of Stoicism that enhances our well-being and relationships. By observing our thoughts and feelings, practicing mindfulness, journaling, recognizing our strengths and weaknesses, understanding our values and beliefs, being mindful of our impact on others, practicing self-compassion, setting healthy boundaries, seeking feedback, and reflecting on our habits, we can cultivate a deep understanding of ourselves and live more authentically. Remember, the power to develop self-awareness lies within you, in how you choose to think, act, and respond to the world around you. Emotions play a significant role in our lives, influencing our thoughts, actions, and interactions with others. Stoicism teaches us that while we cannot always control our emotions, we can control how we respond to them. Developing emotional resilience involves understanding and managing our emotions in a way that promotes inner peace and well-being. By cultivating emotional resilience, we can navigate life's challenges with greater strength and grace. Understanding our emotions begins with acknowledging them without judgment. Emotions are a natural part of being human, and they provide valuable information about our experiences and needs. By accepting our emotions, we can respond to them more effectively rather than being overwhelmed by them. Imagine you are feeling anxious about an upcoming presentation. Instead of suppressing your anxiety, take a moment to acknowledge it. Reflect on why you feel this way and what it might be telling you. Perhaps it indicates a desire to perform well or a fear of making mistakes. By understanding the root cause of your anxiety, you can address it more constructively. Practicing mindfulness is a powerful way to manage our emotions. Mindfulness involves being present in the moment and observing our thoughts and feelings without getting caught up in them. By cultivating mindfulness, we can develop a greater sense of calm and clarity, even in the midst of emotional turmoil. When you experience strong emotions, take a few deep breaths and focus on the present moment. Notice the physical sensations in your body and the thoughts passing through your mind. Allow yourself to feel the emotion without trying to change it. This practice helps you create space between the emotion and your response, enabling you to choose a more thoughtful reaction. Another important aspect of emotional resilience is developing healthy coping strategies. When we face difficult emotions, it is essential to have tools and techniques that help us manage them constructively. These strategies can include physical activities, creative outlets, or talking to someone we trust. Think about the activities that help you feel calm and centered. This might include going for a walk, practicing yoga, painting, or journaling. Incorporate these activities into your routine to create a sense of balance and well-being. By having a variety of coping strategies, you can better navigate emotional challenges and maintain your resilience. Cultivating positive relationships is also crucial for emotional resilience. Supportive connections with family, friends, and colleagues provide a source of comfort and perspective during difficult times. By nurturing these relationships, we create a network of support that helps us manage our emotions more effectively. Reach out to someone you trust when you are feeling overwhelmed. Share your feelings and seek their perspective. They may offer valuable insights or simply provide a listening ear. By fostering these connections, you build a sense of community and resilience. Practicing self-compassion is another key component of emotional resilience. We are often our own harshest critics, judging ourselves for our mistakes and shortcomings. By treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, we create a supportive inner environment that fosters growth and resilience. When you are struggling with difficult emotions, practice self-compassion. Acknowledge your feelings and remind yourself that it is okay to experience them. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer to a friend. This practice helps you build emotional resilience and navigate challenges with greater ease. Developing emotional resilience also involves setting realistic expectations. Life is filled with ups and downs, and it is important to recognize that difficult emotions are a natural part of the human experience. By accepting this reality, we can approach our emotions with greater patience and understanding. Reflect on your expectations for yourself and your emotions. Consider whether they are realistic and compassionate. Adjust your expectations to allow for the full range of human emotions, recognizing that it is okay to feel sad, angry, or anxious at times. By setting realistic expectations, you create a more balanced and resilient mindset. Stoicism teaches us the importance of focusing on what we can control. While we cannot always control our emotions, we can control how we respond to them. By directing our energy towards what is within our power, we can manage our emotions more effectively and reduce unnecessary stress. When you experience strong emotions, ask yourself what aspects of the situation are within your control. Focus on your thoughts, actions, and responses, rather than trying to change the external circumstances. This shift in perspective helps you approach your emotions with greater clarity and resilience. Gratitude is another powerful tool for managing our emotions. By focusing on the positive aspects of our lives, we can shift our attention away from negative emotions and cultivate a sense of contentment and well-being. Practicing gratitude helps us build emotional resilience and enhance our overall outlook. Start a gratitude practice by taking a few moments each day to reflect on what you are grateful for. This could include simple pleasures, such as a warm cup of coffee or a kind gesture from a friend, or more significant blessings, like your health or a supportive family. By focusing on gratitude, you enhance your emotional resilience and build a more positive mindset. Another important aspect of emotional resilience is developing a growth mindset. This involves viewing challenges and setbacks as opportunities for learning and growth, rather than as insurmountable obstacles. By adopting a growth mindset, we can approach our emotions with greater curiosity and resilience. Reflect on a recent challenge or setback you experienced. Consider what you learned from the experience and how it helped you grow. By viewing difficulties as opportunities for growth, you can navigate your emotions with greater strength and determination. Finally, developing emotional resilience involves embracing change and uncertainty. Life is constantly evolving, and our ability to adapt to new circumstances influences our well-being. By accepting change as a natural part of life, we can approach our emotions with an open and flexible mindset. Think about a significant change you have experienced, such as moving to a new city or starting a new job. While the transition may have been challenging, it also offered new opportunities for growth and learning. By embracing change and focusing on the possibilities it brings, you can manage your emotions more effectively and build resilience. In summary, developing emotional resilience is a fundamental aspect of Stoicism that enhances our well-being and ability to navigate life's challenges. By understanding and managing our emotions, practicing mindfulness, developing healthy coping strategies, cultivating positive relationships, practicing self-compassion, setting realistic expectations, focusing on what we can control, practicing gratitude, adopting a growth mindset, and embracing change, we can build a more resilient and fulfilling life. Remember, the power to develop emotional resilience lies within you, in how you choose to think, act, and respond to the world around you. In our fast-paced world, finding inner peace can be challenging. Yet, Stoicism teaches us that true tranquility comes from within, regardless of external circumstances. By cultivating inner peace, we can navigate life's ups and downs with a calm and centered mind. Inner peace is not the absence of challenges, but the ability to remain composed and balanced in the face of them. One of the foundational principles of Stoicism is focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot. This mindset shift is crucial for achieving inner peace. Often, we spend a lot of energy worrying about things outside our control, which only leads to frustration and anxiety. By accepting that we can only control our thoughts, actions, and responses, we free ourselves from unnecessary stress and create space for tranquility. Consider a situation where you felt overwhelmed by factors beyond your control, such as other people's opinions or unexpected events. Reflect on how much energy you spent trying to change those things. Now, imagine redirecting that energy towards what you can control, your own mindset and actions. This shift allows you to maintain inner peace even when external circumstances are chaotic. Practicing gratitude is another powerful way to cultivate inner peace. By focusing on the positive aspects of our lives, we shift our attention away from what we lack and towards what we have. Gratitude helps us appreciate the present moment and reduces feelings of dissatisfaction and anxiety. It is a simple yet profound practice that can transform our perspective and enhance our sense of well-being. Start a daily gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you are grateful for each day. These can be small things, like a warm cup of tea, or bigger things, like the support of a loved one. By regularly practicing gratitude, you train your mind to focus on the positives and cultivate a sense of inner peace. Mindfulness is another essential practice for achieving inner peace. Mindfulness involves being fully present in the moment and observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment. By cultivating mindfulness, we develop a greater awareness of our inner experiences and learn to respond to them more calmly and thoughtfully. Set aside a few minutes each day for mindfulness meditation. Find a quiet place to sit comfortably and focus on your breath. Notice any thoughts or emotions that arise and gently bring your attention back to your breath. This practice helps you develop a calm and centered mind, even in the midst of daily stresses. Living in alignment with our values is also crucial for inner peace. When our actions are consistent with our core beliefs, we experience a sense of integrity and fulfillment. By clarifying our values and making decisions that reflect them, we create a life that feels authentic and meaningful. Take time to reflect on your core values and how they influence your decisions and actions. Consider whether there are areas of your life where you are not living in alignment with your values. By making adjustments to bring your actions into harmony with your beliefs, you create a sense of inner peace and coherence. Self-compassion is another key element of inner peace. We are often our own harshest critics, judging ourselves for our mistakes and perceived shortcomings. By treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, we create a supportive inner environment that fosters peace and well-being. When you make a mistake or face a challenge, practice self-compassion. Acknowledge your feelings and remind yourself that everyone experiences difficulties. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer to a friend. This practice helps you build a sense of inner peace and resilience. Simplifying our lives is also essential for achieving inner peace. Our modern lives are often filled with unnecessary complexity and clutter, which can create stress and distraction. By focusing on what truly matters and letting go of the rest, we create space for tranquility and clarity. Reflect on areas of your life where you can simplify. This might involve decluttering your physical space, reducing your commitments, or focusing on fewer, more meaningful activities. By simplifying your life, you create a sense of calm and focus that enhances your inner peace. Acceptance is another important principle of Stoicism that contributes to inner peace. Acceptance involves acknowledging reality as it is, without resisting or denying it. By accepting what we cannot change, we free ourselves from the frustration and anxiety that come from wishing things were different. Consider a situation where you struggled to accept a difficult reality. Reflect on how much energy you spent resisting or denying the situation. Now, imagine accepting it as it is and focusing on what you can do within that reality. This shift in perspective helps you maintain inner peace even in challenging circumstances. Practicing forgiveness is also crucial for inner peace. Holding on to resentment and anger towards others creates inner turmoil and prevents us from experiencing true tranquility. By practicing forgiveness, we release these negative emotions and create space for peace and healing. Think about a situation where you felt wronged by someone. Reflect on how holding on to that resentment has affected your inner peace. Now, imagine letting go of that resentment and choosing to forgive. This does not mean condoning the behavior, but releasing the negative emotions associated with it. By practicing forgiveness, you free yourself from the burden of anger and create a sense of inner peace. Building a sense of community and connection is also important for inner peace. We are social beings, and having supportive relationships enhances our well-being and sense of belonging. By nurturing positive connections with others, we create a network of support that contributes to our inner peace. Reach out to friends, family, or colleagues and invest time in building meaningful relationships. Participate in community activities or volunteer for a cause you care about. By fostering a sense of connection and belonging, you enhance your inner peace and overall well-being. Finally, embracing the present moment is essential for inner peace. Often, we spend too much time dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, which creates unnecessary stress and anxiety. By focusing on the present moment, we fully experience life as it is and cultivate a sense of peace and contentment. Practice bringing your attention to the present moment throughout the day. Whether you are eating a meal, taking a walk, or having a conversation, focus on the experience without distraction. This practice helps you appreciate the richness of the present moment and enhances your inner peace. In summary, cultivating inner peace is a fundamental aspect of Stoicism that enhances our well-being and ability to navigate life's challenges. By focusing on what we can control, practicing gratitude and mindfulness, living in alignment with our values, practicing self-compassion, simplifying our lives, accepting reality, practicing forgiveness, Building a sense of community and embracing the present moment, we can achieve a deeper sense of inner peace and fulfillment. Remember, the power to cultivate inner peace lies within you, in how you choose to think, act, and respond to the world around you. In life, we all face challenges and setbacks that test our strength and resolve. Stoicism teaches us that resilience is not about avoiding difficulties, but about how we respond to them. By cultivating a resilient mindset, we can navigate life's obstacles with grace and determination, emerging stronger and more capable than before. One of the key principles of resilience is the understanding that setbacks are a natural part of life. Everyone experiences difficulties, and these challenges are opportunities for growth and learning. When we accept that setbacks are inevitable, we can approach them with a more constructive attitude, viewing them as valuable experiences rather than insurmountable obstacles. Consider a time when you faced a significant challenge. Reflect on how you responded and what you learned from the experience. By recognizing the growth that comes from overcoming difficulties, you can develop a more resilient mindset that empowers you to face future challenges with confidence. Developing a growth mindset is crucial for resilience. This involves viewing challenges as opportunities for learning and improvement rather than as threats to our self-worth. A growth mindset encourages us to embrace difficulties, knowing that they help us grow stronger and more capable. When you encounter a setback, ask yourself what you can learn from the experience. Consider how it can help you develop new skills, gain insights, or build strength. By focusing on the growth potential in every challenge, you can transform obstacles into stepping stones for personal development. Another important aspect of resilience is maintaining a sense of perspective. When we face difficulties, it is easy to become overwhelmed and lose sight of the bigger picture. By taking a step back and viewing the situation from a broader perspective, we can gain clarity and reduce feelings of stress and anxiety. Think about a recent challenge that felt overwhelming. Now, imagine zooming out and looking at it from a distance. Consider how it fits into the larger context of your life. Often, what seems like a major setback in the moment is less significant when viewed in the grand scheme of things. This shift in perspective helps you maintain resilience and focus on what truly matters. Building a support network is also essential for resilience. Having strong, positive relationships provides a source of comfort and encouragement during difficult times. By nurturing these connections, we create a safety net that helps us bounce back from setbacks more quickly and effectively. Reach out to friends, family, or colleagues when you face challenges. Share your feelings and seek their support. By leaning on others, you strengthen your resilience and build a sense of community that enhances your well-being. Practicing self-care is another key component of resilience. Taking care of our physical, emotional, and mental well-being ensures that we have the strength and energy to face life's challenges. Self-care involves activities that nourish and rejuvenate us, helping us stay balanced and resilient. Identify self-care activities that help you feel refreshed and rejuvenated. This might include exercise, meditation, reading, or spending time in nature. Make self-care a regular part of your routine to ensure that you have the resources you need to face difficulties with resilience. Setting realistic goals is also important for resilience. When we set achievable goals, we create a sense of purpose and direction that helps us stay motivated and focused. By breaking down larger goals into smaller, manageable steps, we can build momentum and maintain resilience in the face of challenges. Reflect on your goals and consider whether they are realistic and achievable. Break them down into smaller steps and create a plan for reaching them. By setting and achieving small goals, you build confidence and resilience, preparing yourself for larger challenges. Another important aspect of resilience is practicing gratitude. Focusing on the positive aspects of our lives helps us maintain a sense of perspective and reduces feelings of stress and anxiety. Gratitude reminds us of the good things we have, even in the midst of difficulties, and helps us stay resilient. Start a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you are grateful for each day. Reflect on the positive aspects of your life and how they contribute to your well-being. By regularly practicing gratitude, you build a resilient mindset that helps you face challenges with a positive attitude. Developing problem-solving skills is also crucial for resilience. When we face challenges, having the ability to identify solutions and take action helps us navigate difficulties more effectively. By honing our problem-solving skills, we enhance our resilience and ability to overcome obstacles. When you encounter a problem, take a systematic approach to finding a solution. Break down the issue into smaller parts, consider different options, and evaluate the potential outcomes. By developing a clear plan of action, you build confidence and resilience, knowing that you have the tools to address challenges. Maintaining a sense of hope and optimism is also important for resilience. Believing in our ability to overcome difficulties and trusting that things will get better helps us stay motivated and focused. By cultivating a positive outlook, we enhance our resilience and ability to face challenges with determination. Reflect on times when you overcame difficulties and how things improved over time. Remind yourself of your strengths and capabilities. By maintaining a sense of hope and optimism, you build a resilient mindset that helps you navigate challenges with confidence. Learning to adapt to change is another key component of resilience. Life is constantly evolving, and our ability to adapt to new circumstances influences our well-being. By embracing change as a natural part of life, we enhance our resilience and ability to navigate transitions with grace. Consider a recent change you experienced and how you adapted to it. Reflect on what helped you navigate the transition and what you learned from the experience. By viewing change as an opportunity for growth and adaptation, you build resilience and prepare yourself for future transitions. Finally, practicing mindfulness is essential for resilience. Mindfulness involves being present in the moment and observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment. By cultivating mindfulness, we develop a greater awareness of our inner experiences and learn to respond to them more calmly and thoughtfully. Set aside a few minutes each day for mindfulness meditation. Find a quiet place to sit comfortably and focus on your breath. Notice any thoughts or emotions that arise and gently bring your attention back to your breath. This practice helps you develop a calm and centered mind, enhancing your resilience and ability to face challenges. In summary, building resilience is a fundamental aspect of Stoicism that enhances our ability to navigate life's challenges with strength and determination. By understanding that setbacks are opportunities for growth, developing a growth mindset, maintaining perspective, building a support network, practicing self-care, setting realistic goals, practicing gratitude, developing problem-solving skills, maintaining hope and optimism, adapting to change, and practicing mindfulness, we can cultivate a resilient mindset that empowers us to face difficulties with confidence and grace. In our daily lives, we often encounter situations that test our patience. Stoicism teaches us the value of patience as a means to maintain calmness and clarity in the face of challenges. By cultivating patience, we can navigate life's uncertainties with greater composure and grace. Patience begins with understanding that some things take time to unfold. We live in an era of instant gratification, where waiting feels uncomfortable and often frustrating. However, many aspects of life require time and perseverance. Accepting this reality helps us develop a more patient and resilient mindset. Imagine a project at work that is progressing slowly. Instead of feeling frustrated by the delays, consider the time it takes for things to come together. Reflect on the process, the small steps being taken, and the progress being made, even if it's not immediately visible. By shifting your focus from the outcome to the journey, you cultivate patience and reduce stress. Developing patience involves practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness helps us stay present and focused on the moment, rather than being consumed by worries about the future or regrets about the past. By being fully present, we can appreciate the current moment and respond to situations with greater patience and understanding. Take a moment each day to practice mindfulness. Sit quietly, focus on your breath, and observe your thoughts without judgment. Notice how often your mind wanders to future worries or past regrets. Gently bring your attention back to the present. This practice enhances your ability to remain patient and composed in various situations. Another important aspect of patience is managing our expectations. Often, impatience arises from unrealistic expectations about how quickly things should happen or how smoothly they should go. By setting realistic expectations, we can reduce feelings of frustration and develop greater patience. Reflect on a recent situation where you felt impatient. Consider whether your expectations were realistic. Adjusting your expectations to align with reality helps you cultivate patience and respond more calmly to delays or obstacles. Patience also involves practicing empathy and understanding towards others. Everyone has their own pace and challenges, and recognizing this helps us interact with others more patiently and compassionately. By putting ourselves in others' shoes, we can respond with greater empathy and patience. Think about a time when someone was late for a meeting or slow to respond to a request. Instead of feeling irritated, consider the possible reasons behind their delay. Practicing empathy allows you to respond with kindness and patience, strengthening your relationships and reducing unnecessary stress. Another key element of patience is developing resilience in the face of adversity. Life often presents us with unexpected challenges and setbacks. By cultivating resilience, we can navigate these difficulties with patience and determination, knowing that we have the strength to persevere. Reflect on a challenging situation you have faced. Consider how you demonstrated resilience and what helped you stay patient during that time. By recognizing your inner strength, you can build greater patience and confidence in your ability to handle future challenges. Practicing gratitude is also crucial for developing patience. When we focus on what we are grateful for, we shift our attention away from frustrations and towards the positive aspects of our lives. Gratitude helps us appreciate the present moment and fosters a sense of patience and contentment. Start a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you are grateful for each day. This practice helps you develop a positive mindset and enhances your ability to remain patient in the face of challenges. Another important aspect of patience is learning to let go of control. We often feel impatient when things don't go according to our plans or timelines. By accepting that we cannot control everything, we can develop greater patience and flexibility. Think about a situation where you felt impatient because things were not going as planned. Reflect on how much control you actually had over the situation. By letting go of the need to control every outcome, you can cultivate patience and respond more calmly to unexpected changes. Developing patience also involves practicing self-compassion. We are often our own harshest critics, judging ourselves for not achieving our goals quickly enough. By treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, we can develop greater patience and self-acceptance. When you feel impatient with yourself, practice self-compassion. Acknowledge your efforts and remind yourself that growth and progress take time. By being kind to yourself, you cultivate patience and create a supportive inner environment for your personal development. Another key element of patience is practicing deep breathing and relaxation techniques. When we feel impatient or stressed, our bodies often respond with tension and anxiety. By practicing relaxation techniques, we can calm our minds and bodies, enhancing our ability to remain patient. Take a few moments each day to practice deep breathing. Inhale slowly and deeply through your nose, hold for a few seconds, and exhale slowly through your mouth. This practice helps you relax and enhances your ability to stay patient and composed in various situations. Another important aspect of patience is recognizing the value of persistence. Many goals and aspirations require sustained effort and perseverance. By valuing persistence, we can develop greater patience and determination to keep going, even when progress is slow. Reflect on a long-term goal you are working towards. Consider the steps you have taken and the progress you have made, even if it feels small. By appreciating the value of persistence, you can cultivate patience and stay motivated on your journey. Finally, patience involves embracing the process of continuous learning and growth. Life is a journey of constant evolution, and every experience offers an opportunity to learn and grow. By embracing this mindset, we can develop greater patience and appreciation for the journey. Think about a recent experience that challenged your patience. Reflect on what you learned from the experience and how it contributed to your personal growth. By viewing each experience as a learning opportunity, you can cultivate patience and a deeper appreciation for the process of growth. In summary, developing patience is a fundamental aspect of Stoicism that enhances our ability to navigate life's challenges with calmness and clarity. By understanding that some things take time, practicing mindfulness, managing expectations, practicing empathy, developing resilience, practicing gratitude, letting go of control, practicing self-compassion, practicing deep breathing and relaxation techniques, valuing persistence, and embracing continuous learning and growth, we can cultivate a patient and resilient mindset. In our quest for a fulfilling life, it is essential to find a sense of purpose and meaning. Stoicism teaches us that living in alignment with our values and understanding our unique purpose can lead to a deeply satisfying and meaningful life. This chapter explores how to discover your purpose and live a life that reflects your core values. Finding your purpose begins with self-reflection. Take time to explore your interests, passions, and strengths. What activities bring you joy and fulfillment? What skills and talents do you possess that you can share with the world? Reflecting on these questions helps you identify what truly matters to you and guides you towards a meaningful life. Think about a time when you felt deeply satisfied and engaged in an activity. What were you doing? How did it make you feel? By identifying these moments, you can gain insight into your passions and strengths, which are key components of your purpose. Living a purposeful life also involves clarifying your values. Values are the principles and beliefs that guide your decisions and actions. When your actions align with your values, you experience a sense of integrity and fulfillment. Take time to reflect on your core values and how they influence your life. Consider writing down your top 5 values and reflecting on how they shape your decisions and actions. Are there areas of your life where you are not living in alignment with your values? By making adjustments to bring your actions in harmony with your values, you create a life that feels authentic and meaningful. Another important aspect of finding purpose is setting meaningful goals. Goals provide direction and motivation, helping you stay focused on what matters most. When setting goals, consider how they align with your values and passions. Meaningful goals are those that resonate with your sense of purpose and contribute to your overall well-being. Take time to set both short-term and long-term goals that reflect your purpose and values. Break down larger goals into smaller, manageable steps and create a plan for achieving them. By setting and working towards meaningful goals, you create a sense of purpose and direction in your life. Living a purposeful life also involves embracing the concept of service. Stoicism teaches us that we are all interconnected and that contributing to the well-being of others enhances our own sense of purpose. By serving others, we create a positive impact and find deeper meaning in our lives. Consider ways you can serve your community or contribute to causes that matter to you. This might involve volunteering, mentoring, or simply offering support and kindness to those around you. By making service a part of your life, you enhance your sense of purpose and create a ripple effect of positive change. Another key element of finding purpose is practicing gratitude. Gratitude helps us appreciate the present moment and recognize the positive aspects of our lives. By focusing on what we are grateful for, we shift our attention away from what we lack and towards what we have, creating a sense of fulfillment and purpose. Start a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you are grateful for each day. Reflect on how these positive aspects contribute to your sense of purpose and well-being. By regularly practicing gratitude, you cultivate a positive mindset that enhances your sense of meaning and fulfillment. Mindfulness is also essential for finding purpose. Mindfulness involves being fully present in the moment and observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment. By cultivating mindfulness, we develop a greater awareness of our inner experiences and gain clarity about our purpose. Set aside a few minutes each day for mindfulness meditation. Find a quiet place to sit comfortably and focus on your breath. Notice any thoughts or emotions that arise and gently bring your attention back to your breath. This practice helps you develop a calm and centered mind, enhancing your ability to connect with your purpose. Living a purposeful life also involves embracing change and growth. Life is constantly evolving, and our purpose may shift as we grow and learn. By being open to change and viewing it as an opportunity for growth, we can navigate life's transitions with grace and adaptability. Reflect on a recent change or transition you experienced. Consider how it contributed to your growth and understanding of your purpose. By embracing change as a natural part of life, you create a flexible and resilient mindset that supports your journey towards a meaningful life. Another important aspect of finding purpose is building positive relationships. Strong, supportive relationships provide a sense of connection and belonging, enhancing our overall well-being and sense of purpose. By nurturing positive connections with others, we create a network of support that enriches our lives. Reach out to friends, family, or colleagues and invest time in building meaningful relationships. Participate in community activities or volunteer for a cause you care about. By fostering a sense of connection and belonging, you enhance your sense of purpose and overall well-being. Practicing self-compassion is also crucial for finding purpose. We are often our own harshest critics, judging ourselves for our perceived shortcomings and mistakes. By treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, we create a supportive inner environment that fosters growth and self-discovery. When you feel discouraged or unsure about your purpose, practice self-compassion. Acknowledge your feelings and remind yourself that everyone experiences doubts and setbacks. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer to a friend. This practice helps you build a sense of purpose and resilience. Another key element of finding purpose is embracing authenticity. Authenticity involves being true to yourself and expressing your unique qualities and perspectives. By living authentically, you create a life that reflects your true self, and resonates with your sense of purpose. Reflect on areas of your life where you may be conforming to others' expectations or societal pressures. Consider how you can express your true self more fully. By embracing authenticity, you create a life that feels genuine and meaningful. Living a purposeful life also involves continuous learning and growth. Life is a journey of constant evolution, and every experience offers an opportunity to learn and grow. By embracing this mindset, we can develop a deeper sense of purpose and appreciation for the journey. Think about a recent experience that contributed to your personal growth. Reflect on what you learned from the experience and how it influenced your understanding of your purpose. By viewing each experience as a learning opportunity, you cultivate a sense of purpose and a deeper appreciation for the process of growth. In summary, finding purpose is a fundamental aspect of Stoicism that enhances our ability to live a fulfilling and meaningful life. By reflecting on our interests, passions, and strengths, clarifying our values, setting meaningful goals, embracing service, practicing gratitude and mindfulness, embracing change and growth, building positive relationships, practicing self-compassion, embracing authenticity, and committing to continuous learning and growth, we can discover our unique purpose and create a life that reflects our true selves. Living in the present moment is a powerful practice that can transform your mindset and enhance your well-being. Stoicism teaches us that focusing on the present helps us to let go of worries about the future and regrets about the past. By embracing the present, we can experience life more fully and find greater peace and contentment. One way to live in the present is to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness involves being fully aware of what is happening right now, without judgment. It means paying attention to your thoughts, feelings, and sensations, and observing them without getting caught up in them. This practice helps you to stay grounded and appreciate the present moment. Start by setting aside a few minutes each day for mindfulness meditation. Find a quiet place to sit comfortably and focus on your breath. Notice the sensation of your breath as it moves in and out of your body. If your mind starts to wander, gently bring your attention back to your breath. This simple practice can help you develop greater awareness and presence in your daily life. Another way to embrace the present is to engage fully in whatever you are doing. Whether you are working, spending time with loved ones, or enjoying a hobby, try to be fully present. This means giving your full attention to the task at hand and immersing yourself in the experience. By doing this, you can find joy and fulfillment in even the simplest activities. Think about a recent experience where you were fully present. Maybe it was a conversation with a friend, a walk in nature, or a creative project. Reflect on how it felt to be completely absorbed in the moment. By seeking out more of these experiences, you can cultivate a deeper sense of presence and enjoyment in your life. Letting go of distractions is also important for living in the present. In our modern world, we are constantly bombarded with information and stimuli that can pull us away from the present moment. By minimizing distractions, you can create more space for mindfulness and presence. Identify some common distractions in your life, such as your phone, social media, or television. Consider setting boundaries around these distractions, such as limiting your screen time or creating designated tech-free zones in your home. By reducing distractions, you can create a more peaceful and focused environment that supports your practice of living in the present. Gratitude is another powerful practice for embracing the present. When we focus on what we are grateful for, we bring our attention to the positive aspects of our lives and cultivate a sense of appreciation. This helps us to stay grounded in the present moment and find joy in our everyday experiences. Start a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you are grateful for each day. These can be simple things, like a warm cup of coffee in the morning or a kind gesture from a friend. By regularly practicing gratitude, you can shift your focus from what you lack to what you have, enhancing your sense of presence and well-being. Another way to live in the present is to practice acceptance. Acceptance means recognizing and embracing things as they are, rather than wishing they were different. This does not mean resigning yourself to a difficult situation, but rather acknowledging reality and finding peace within it. Reflect on a situation in your life that you find challenging. Consider how you might practice acceptance in this situation. By letting go of resistance and embracing what is, you can find greater peace and clarity in the present moment. Cultivating a sense of curiosity can also help you embrace the present. When we approach life with curiosity, we become more open and attentive to our experiences. This helps us to stay engaged and interested in the present moment. Think about something you are curious about, whether it is a new hobby, a place you want to visit, or a topic you want to learn more about. Take some time to explore this interest with a sense of curiosity and wonder. By nurturing your curiosity, you can enhance your ability to stay present and engaged in life. Another important aspect of living in the present is practicing self-compassion. We are often our own harshest critics, judging ourselves for our mistakes and shortcomings. By treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, we can create a more supportive inner environment that fosters presence and well-being. When you notice self-critical thoughts, practice self-compassion by acknowledging your feelings and reminding yourself that it is okay to be imperfect. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer to a friend. This practice helps you to stay grounded in the present moment and cultivate a more positive mindset. Engaging in physical activities can also help you live in the present. Exercise and movement bring your focus to your body and sensations, helping you to stay present and connected to the moment. Whether it is yoga, running, dancing, or simply taking a walk, find a physical activity that you enjoy and make it a regular part of your routine. Consider a physical activity that makes you feel energized and present. Make time for this activity each week and notice how it helps you stay grounded and mindful. By incorporating movement into your life, you can enhance your ability to live in the present and experience greater well-being. Another way to embrace the present is to practice mindful eating. This involves paying full attention to your food and the experience of eating. Notice the colors, textures, and flavors of your food and savor each bite. This practice not only enhances your enjoyment of food, but also helps you to stay present and mindful during meals. The next time you eat, try to do so without distractions. Focus on the sensory experience of eating and appreciate the nourishment your food provides. By practicing mindful eating, you can cultivate a deeper sense of presence and gratitude in your daily life. Living in the present also involves letting go of the need for constant productivity. We often feel pressured to always be doing something, but this can lead to burnout and stress. By allowing yourself to simply be, you can create space for relaxation and presence. Give yourself permission to take breaks and rest without feeling guilty. Spend some time each day doing something that brings you joy and relaxation, whether it is reading, listening to music, or spending time in nature. By embracing moments of stillness and rest, you can enhance your ability to stay present and balanced. Finally, practicing forgiveness is essential for living in the present. Holding on to grudges and past hurts keeps us stuck in the past and prevents us from fully embracing the present. By practicing forgiveness, we can release these burdens and create space for peace and presence. Think about a situation where you are holding on to resentment or anger. Consider how you might practice forgiveness, whether it is towards yourself or someone else. By letting go of these negative emotions, you free yourself to live more fully in the present moment. In summary, living in the present is a powerful practice that enhances your well-being and transforms your mindset. By practicing mindfulness, engaging fully in activities, letting go of distractions, practicing gratitude and acceptance, cultivating curiosity, practicing self-compassion, engaging in physical activities, practicing mindful eating, allowing yourself to rest, and practicing forgiveness, you can embrace the present moment and find greater peace and contentment. Life often presents us with situations beyond our control. These moments can be challenging and frustrating, but Stoicism teaches us that we have the power to choose how we respond. By accepting what we cannot control and focusing on what we can find peace and empowerment in any situation. The first step in accepting what you cannot control is to recognize the difference between what is within your control and what is not. The Stoics called this the dichotomy of control. Simply put, some things are up to us, while others are not. Understanding this distinction helps us to direct our energy towards what we can change, rather than wasting it on things beyond our influence. Reflect on a recent situation where you felt frustrated or overwhelmed. Identify the aspects of the situation that were within your control and those that were not. For example, you can control your thoughts, actions, and attitudes, but you cannot control the actions of others, the weather, or past events. By recognizing this, you can shift your focus to what you can influence. Practicing acceptance is a key part of this process. Acceptance means acknowledging reality as it is, without trying to fight or resist it. This doesn't mean you have to like or approve of the situation, but it does mean letting go of the struggle against it. Acceptance frees up your energy and allows you to respond more effectively. Consider a time when you resisted accepting a situation you couldn't control. Perhaps it was a delay, a disappointment, or an unexpected change. Notice how resistance created additional stress and frustration. Now imagine accepting the situation as it is, without judgment. Feel the relief and calm that comes with letting go of resistance. One way to cultivate acceptance is through the practice of reframing. Reframing involves changing the way you view a situation. Instead of seeing it as a problem, look for the opportunities or lessons it might offer. This shift in perspective can help you accept and make the best of any situation. Think of a recent challenge you faced. How might you reframe it to see the positive aspects or potential benefits? By looking for the silver lining, you can transform your experience and find a sense of peace and purpose, even in difficult times. Another important aspect of accepting what you cannot control is focusing on your inner world. Your thoughts, attitudes, and actions are always within your control, and they have a powerful impact on your experience. By cultivating a positive and resilient mindset, you can navigate challenges with greater ease and grace. Start by observing your thoughts and noticing any patterns of negativity or resistance. When you catch yourself in a negative thought loop, gently shift your focus to something positive or constructive. This practice helps you build a more positive and empowered mindset, even in the face of adversity. Embracing impermanence is also crucial for accepting what you cannot control. Everything in life is constantly changing, and trying to hold on to things can create unnecessary suffering. By accepting the transient nature of life, you can find peace in the present moment and let go of the need for control. Reflect on the impermanent nature of a situation you are currently facing. How might accepting this impermanence help you feel more at peace? By embracing change as a natural part of life, you can release the need for control and find greater serenity. Practicing gratitude is another powerful tool for accepting what you cannot control. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is present, helping you appreciate the positive aspects of your life. This practice can create a sense of contentment and ease, even in challenging times. Start a gratitude practice by writing down 3 things you are grateful for each day. These can be simple things, like a beautiful sunset, a kind gesture, or a delicious meal. By regularly practicing gratitude, you can cultivate a positive mindset and find peace in the midst of uncertainty. Building resilience is also key to accepting what you cannot control. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity and adapt to change. By developing resilience, you can navigate life's ups and downs with greater strength and flexibility. Think about a time when you demonstrated resilience in the face of a challenge. What helped you persevere and overcome the difficulty? By reflecting on your past experiences, you can build confidence in your ability to handle future challenges and accept what you cannot control. Another important aspect of accepting what you cannot control is setting healthy boundaries. Boundaries help you protect your energy and well-being, especially in situations that are beyond your control. By setting and maintaining boundaries, you can create a sense of safety and stability in your life. Consider an area of your life where you need to set boundaries. How might establishing clear limits help you feel more in control and at peace? By respecting your own needs and limits, you can create a supportive environment that fosters acceptance and well-being. Practicing self-compassion is also essential for accepting what you cannot control. We often judge ourselves harshly for not being able to change or fix everything. By treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, we can create a more supportive inner environment that allows for acceptance and growth. When you notice self-critical thoughts, practice self-compassion by acknowledging your feelings and reminding yourself that it is okay to be imperfect. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer to a friend. This practice helps you build a sense of acceptance and resilience. Engaging in physical activities can also help you accept what you cannot control. Exercise and movement bring your focus to your body and sensations, helping you stay present and connected to the moment. Whether it is yoga, running, dancing, or simply taking a walk, find a physical activity that you enjoy and make it a regular part of your routine. Consider a physical activity that makes you feel energized and present. Make time for this activity each week and notice how it helps you stay grounded and mindful. By incorporating movement into your life, you can enhance your ability to accept what you cannot control and find greater well-being. Finally, practicing mindfulness is essential for accepting what you cannot control. Mindfulness involves being fully present in the moment and observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. This practice helps you develop a greater awareness of your inner experiences and gain clarity about what is within your control. Set aside a few minutes each day for mindfulness meditation. Find a quiet place to sit comfortably and focus on your breath. Notice any thoughts or emotions that arise and gently bring your attention back to your breath. This practice helps you develop a calm and centered mind, enhancing your ability to accept what you cannot control. In summary, accepting what you cannot control is a fundamental aspect of Stoicism that enhances your ability to navigate life's challenges with peace and resilience. By recognizing the difference between what is within your control and what is not, practicing acceptance, reframing challenges, focusing on your inner world, embracing impermanence, practicing gratitude, building resilience, setting healthy boundaries, practicing self-compassion, engaging in physical activities, and practicing mindfulness, you can cultivate a mindset of acceptance and find greater peace and empowerment in any situation. Cultivating resilience is crucial for navigating the ups and downs of life. Resilience is the ability to recover quickly from difficulties and adapt to challenges. It's a skill that can be developed and strengthened, and it plays a significant role in maintaining a positive mindset. One way to build resilience is to develop a growth mindset. This means viewing challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles. When faced with a difficult situation, ask yourself what you can learn from it and how it can help you grow stronger. Embrace the idea that setbacks are a natural part of life and an essential component of personal development. Reflect on a recent challenge you encountered. How did you respond to it? Did you see it as an insurmountable obstacle, or did you look for ways to learn and grow from it? By shifting your perspective to view challenges as growth opportunities, you can cultivate a resilient mindset. Another important aspect of resilience is self-care. Taking care of your physical, emotional, and mental well-being is essential for building resilience. This includes getting enough sleep, eating a balanced diet, exercising regularly, and finding healthy ways to manage stress. When you prioritize self-care, you create a strong foundation for resilience. Consider your current self-care routine. Are there areas where you could improve? Perhaps you need to get more sleep, eat more nutritious foods, or find time for regular exercise. By making self-care a priority, you can strengthen your resilience and better handle life's challenges. Building strong social connections is also key to resilience. Having a support network of friends, family, and colleagues can provide you with emotional support, practical help, and a sense of belonging. Reach out to your loved ones and let them know how much you appreciate their support. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Think about the people in your life who support you. How can you strengthen these relationships? Maybe you can make an effort to spend more time with them, express your gratitude, or offer your support in return. Building strong connections with others enhances your resilience and helps you navigate challenges more effectively. Practicing gratitude is another powerful tool for building resilience. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, helping you appreciate the positive aspects of your life. This practice can create a sense of contentment and well-being, even in difficult times. Start a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you are grateful for each day. These can be simple things, like a beautiful sunrise, a kind gesture, or a delicious meal. By regularly practicing gratitude, you can cultivate a positive mindset and strengthen your resilience. Developing problem-solving skills is also essential for resilience. When faced with a challenge, take a proactive approach by identifying possible solutions and taking action. Break the problem down into smaller, manageable steps and tackle them one at a time. This helps you feel more in control and capable of overcoming obstacles. Consider a current challenge you are facing. What are some potential solutions? Break the problem down into smaller steps and create a plan of action. By taking a proactive approach to problem solving, you can build your resilience and feel more empowered to handle challenges. Another way to build resilience is to cultivate a sense of purpose. Having a clear sense of purpose gives your life meaning and direction, helping you stay motivated and focused during difficult times. Reflect on what matters most to you and what gives your life meaning. This could be your relationships, career, hobbies, or personal values. Think about your sense of purpose. What are your passions and values? How can you align your actions with these? By living in accordance with your sense of purpose, you can build resilience and find strength in difficult times. Practicing mindfulness is also crucial for building resilience. Mindfulness involves being fully present in the moment and observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. This practice helps you develop greater awareness and acceptance of your experiences, enhancing your resilience. Set aside a few minutes each day for mindfulness meditation. Find a quiet place to sit comfortably and focus on your breath. Notice any thoughts or emotions that arise and gently bring your attention back to your breath. This practice helps you develop a calm and centered mind, enhancing your resilience. Another important aspect of resilience is flexibility. Life is unpredictable, and being able to adapt to changing circumstances is essential for resilience. Practice letting go of rigid expectations and embracing uncertainty. This doesn't mean you have to like or approve of the changes, but it does mean being open to new possibilities. Reflect on a recent situation where you had to adapt to change. How did you handle it? Were you able to stay flexible and open to new possibilities? By practicing flexibility, you can enhance your resilience and better navigate life's ups and downs. Building resilience also involves developing a positive outlook. This doesn't mean ignoring the challenges or difficulties in your life, but rather focusing on the positive aspects and maintaining hope. Practice looking for the silver lining in difficult situations and reminding yourself of your strengths and capabilities. Think about a challenging situation you are currently facing. What are some positive aspects or potential benefits? How can you use your strengths to overcome this challenge? By maintaining a positive outlook, you can build your resilience and find hope in difficult times. Finally, practicing self-compassion is essential for building resilience. We often judge ourselves harshly for our mistakes and shortcomings. By treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, we can create a more supportive inner environment that fosters resilience. When you notice self-critical thoughts, practice self-compassion by acknowledging your feelings and reminding yourself that it is okay to be imperfect. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer to a friend. This practice helps you build a sense of resilience and strength. In summary, cultivating resilience is a powerful way to navigate life's challenges and maintain a positive mindset. By developing a growth mindset, practicing self-care, building strong social connections, practicing gratitude, developing problem-solving skills, cultivating a sense of purpose, practicing mindfulness, embracing flexibility, maintaining a positive outlook, and practicing self-compassion, you can strengthen your resilience and find greater peace and empowerment in any situation. As we continue to explore the principles of Stoicism, we come to the importance of forgiveness. Forgiveness is a powerful tool for transforming your mindset and finding inner peace. It involves letting go of resentment, anger, and the desire for revenge, and instead choosing to embrace compassion and understanding. Forgiveness is not about condoning wrong behavior, but about freeing yourself from the negative emotions that hold you back. One of the first steps towards forgiveness is understanding that holding on to grudges harms you more than anyone else. When you harbor resentment, it affects your mental and physical health, draining your energy and preventing you from moving forward. By choosing to forgive, you are choosing to prioritize your well-being and peace of mind. Think about someone who has wronged you in the past. How has holding on to that resentment affected your life? Has it brought you peace or happiness? Often we realize that clinging to anger only prolongs our suffering. By choosing to forgive, you are taking a step towards healing and reclaiming your power. Forgiveness also involves recognizing our shared humanity. Everyone makes mistakes and acts out of ignorance or pain at times. By acknowledging that we are all imperfect and capable of error, we can cultivate compassion and empathy for others. This doesn't mean excusing harmful behavior, but understanding that everyone is on their own journey and deserves a chance to grow and learn. Reflect on a time when you made a mistake and were forgiven by someone else. How did their forgiveness impact you? How did it feel to be given a second chance? By remembering these experiences, you can find the strength to extend the same compassion to others. Another important aspect of forgiveness is letting go of the need for justice or revenge. It is natural to want to see those who have wronged us face consequences, but this desire can trap us in a cycle of negativity. Instead, focus on what you can control, your own healing and growth. Trust that the universe or a higher power will handle justice in its own way and time. Consider a situation where you sought revenge or held on to the desire for justice. Did it bring you peace, or did it prolong your suffering? By letting go of this need, you can free yourself from the burden of negativity and find greater inner peace. Forgiveness also requires us to forgive ourselves. We are often our harshest critics, punishing ourselves for past mistakes and shortcomings. By practicing self-forgiveness, we can release the guilt and shame that weigh us down and create a more compassionate relationship with ourselves. Think about a mistake you have made that you still hold against yourself. What would it look like to forgive yourself for this mistake? How might this change your relationship with yourself and others? By practicing self-forgiveness, you can cultivate greater self-compassion and resilience. Forgiveness is a process, not a one-time event. It requires patience and commitment. You may need to forgive the same person or situation multiple times as new emotions and memories arise. This is a normal part of the healing journey. Each time you choose to forgive, you strengthen your ability to let go and find peace. Reflect on your journey towards forgiveness. What progress have you made, and what challenges remain? How can you continue to practice forgiveness in your daily life? By staying committed to this process, you can transform your mindset and find greater freedom and peace. Practicing forgiveness also involves setting healthy boundaries. Forgiving someone does not mean allowing them to continue harming you. It is important to protect yourself and create a safe environment. This may involve distancing yourself from certain people or situations while still letting go of the negative emotions associated with them. Think about a relationship or situation where setting boundaries could support your forgiveness process. What steps can you take to protect yourself while still practicing compassion and understanding? By setting healthy boundaries, you can maintain your well-being while continuing to practice forgiveness. Gratitude can also support the process of forgiveness. When we focus on what we are grateful for, it shifts our perspective from what we lack or have lost to what we have and appreciate. This shift can make it easier to let go of resentment and find compassion for others. Start a gratitude practice focused on forgiveness. Each day, write down one thing you are grateful for in relation to the person or situation you are working to forgive. This could be a lesson learned, a strength gained, or an opportunity for growth. Over time, this practice can help you shift your perspective and find peace. Forgiveness is also an act of self-empowerment. When you choose to forgive, you are taking control of your emotional well-being and refusing to let past hurts define you. This act of empowerment can strengthen your resilience and help you navigate future challenges with greater strength and grace. Reflect on a time when you chose to forgive someone. How did this decision impact your sense of empowerment and well-being? By remembering these experiences, you can find the motivation to continue practicing forgiveness and reclaiming your power. Practicing forgiveness can also enhance your relationships. When you let go of resentment and embrace compassion, it creates a more positive and supportive environment for your interactions with others. This can deepen your connections and foster greater understanding and trust. Think about a relationship that has been affected by past hurts or misunderstandings. How might practicing forgiveness improve this relationship? What steps can you take to initiate this process? By choosing forgiveness, you can create more harmonious and fulfilling relationships. In summary, forgiveness is a powerful tool for transforming your mindset and finding inner peace. By letting go of resentment, recognizing our shared humanity, releasing the need for justice, practicing self-forgiveness, setting healthy boundaries, cultivating gratitude, empowering yourself, and enhancing your relationships, you can cultivate a more compassionate and resilient mindset. Remember, forgiveness is a journey, and each step you take brings you closer to greater freedom and peace. In our exploration of Stoicism and its application to transforming your mindset, we now turn to the concept of embracing simplicity. In today's fast-paced, consumer-driven world, we are often overwhelmed by the pursuit of material possessions, social status, and endless distractions. Embracing simplicity means stripping away the unnecessary and focusing on what truly matters, creating space for inner peace and clarity. The Stoics believed that true happiness comes from within, not from external possessions or circumstances. By simplifying your life, you can reduce stress, increase your focus on what is important, and cultivate a sense of contentment and fulfillment. This begins with examining your values and priorities. Reflect on what truly matters to you. What brings you joy and fulfillment? Is it spending time with loved ones, pursuing a passion, or contributing to a cause you care about? By identifying your core values, you can start to align your actions with what is most important, letting go of distractions that do not serve your well-being. Consider the physical clutter in your life. Our homes and workspaces can become filled with possessions that we do not need or use, creating a sense of chaos and overwhelm. By decluttering your environment, you can create a space that is peaceful and conducive to focus and relaxation. Start with one area of your home, such as a closet or a drawer. Go through each item and ask yourself if it brings you joy or serves a practical purpose. If not, consider letting it go. Donate, sell, or recycle items that are no longer needed. As you declutter, notice how the space feels lighter and more inviting. Simplicity also applies to how we spend our time. Our schedules can become overloaded with commitments and activities that do not align with our values or bring us joy. By simplifying your schedule, you can create more time for what truly matters and reduce the feeling of being constantly busy and stressed. Look at your calendar for the next week. Are there activities or commitments that do not align with your values or bring you fulfillment? Consider letting go of or delegating these tasks. Focus on prioritizing activities that nourish your well-being and align with your core values. Another aspect of embracing simplicity is practicing mindfulness in your daily life. Mindfulness involves being fully present in the moment and engaging with your experiences with a sense of curiosity and openness. By slowing down and paying attention to the present moment, you can find greater peace and appreciation for the simple pleasures in life. Take a few moments each day to practice mindfulness. This could be during a meal, a walk, or even while doing a simple task like washing dishes. Focus on your senses and the sensations of the moment. Notice the sights, sounds, smells, and feelings. By practicing mindfulness, you can cultivate a sense of presence and appreciation for the simple things. Simplicity also involves letting go of the need for constant stimulation and entertainment. Our minds can become cluttered with information and distractions from social media, television, and other forms of entertainment. By reducing your consumption of these distractions, you can create space for reflection, creativity, and connection with others. Consider setting boundaries around your use of technology and media. This could mean setting specific times for checking email or social media, or creating tech-free zones in your home. Notice how these changes impact your sense of peace and clarity. Embracing simplicity also means focusing on the quality of your relationships rather than the quantity. It is better to have a few deep, meaningful connections than many superficial ones. Invest your time and energy in relationships that nourish and support you, and let go of those that drain or detract from your well-being. Reflect on your relationships. Are there connections that feel supportive and fulfilling? Are there others that feel draining or unfulfilling? Consider how you can nurture the positive relationships and set boundaries with those that do not serve your well-being. By focusing on quality, you can cultivate deeper and more meaningful connections. Simplicity extends to how we think and approach challenges. Our minds can become cluttered with worries, doubts, and negative thoughts. By practicing mental simplicity, we can focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. This involves recognizing when our thoughts are spiraling and choosing to redirect our focus to the present moment and constructive actions. When you notice your mind becoming cluttered with worries or negative thoughts, pause and take a few deep breaths. Ask yourself if these thoughts are helpful or if they are creating unnecessary stress. Focus on what you can control and take a small positive action towards your goals. By practicing mental simplicity, you can create a sense of calm and clarity. Another important aspect of simplicity is gratitude. Gratitude helps us focus on the abundance in our lives rather than what we lack. By regularly practicing gratitude, we can cultivate a sense of contentment and appreciation for the simple pleasures in life. Start a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you are grateful for each day. These can be small things, like a warm cup of tea, a kind word from a friend, or the beauty of nature. By focusing on gratitude, you can shift your perspective to one of abundance and appreciation. Simplicity also involves living in alignment with your values and purpose. When your actions are aligned with your core values, you create a sense of coherence and integrity in your life. This can bring a deep sense of fulfillment and peace. Reflect on your core values and purpose. Are your daily actions aligned with these? If not, what changes can you make to bring your life into greater alignment? By living in accordance with your values and purpose, you can cultivate a sense of simplicity and fulfillment. In summary, embracing simplicity is a powerful way to transform your mindset and find greater peace and clarity. By examining your values and priorities, decluttering your environment, simplifying your schedule, practicing mindfulness, setting boundaries around technology, focusing on quality relationships, practicing mental simplicity, cultivating gratitude, and living in alignment with your values and purpose, you can create a life that is focused on what truly matters. Remember, simplicity is not about deprivation, but about creating space for what brings you joy and fulfillment. In our journey towards transforming our mindset with Stoicism, we arrive at the concept of embracing change. Change is an inevitable part of life, and how we respond to it can significantly impact our well-being and happiness. Learning to embrace change with a Stoic mindset allows us to navigate life's transitions with grace and resilience. Change often brings uncertainty, and with uncertainty can come fear and anxiety. The Stoics taught that while we cannot control external events, we can control our responses to them. By focusing on what we can control and accepting what we cannot, we can find peace amidst the turbulence of change. One of the first steps in embracing change is acknowledging and accepting that change is a natural part of life. Everything around us is in a constant state of flux, from the seasons to our personal circumstances. By accepting this reality, we can reduce our resistance to change and begin to see it as an opportunity for growth rather than a threat. Reflect on a significant change you have experienced in your life. How did you initially respond to it? Did you resist it or embrace it? Consider how your perspective on that change might have influenced your experience. Acceptance is a powerful tool that can transform your mindset and help you navigate transitions more smoothly. Another important aspect of embracing change is cultivating a flexible mindset. Rigidity in our thinking and expectations can lead to frustration and disappointment when things do not go as planned. By staying open to new possibilities and being willing to adapt, we can navigate change more effectively and find new opportunities for growth. Think about a recent change you have faced. How might a more flexible approach have helped you handle the situation better? What can you do in the future to remain open and adaptable? By practicing flexibility, you can build resilience and find new paths forward, even when things do not go as expected. Change often requires us to step out of our comfort zones. This can be challenging, but it is also where growth occurs. The Stoics believed that discomfort is a necessary part of the human experience and an opportunity to develop courage and strength. By embracing discomfort and seeing it as a stepping stone to growth, we can build our resilience and expand our capabilities. Consider a time when you stepped out of your comfort zone and experienced growth as a result. What did you learn from that experience? How can you apply those lessons to future changes? By embracing discomfort, you can transform challenges into opportunities for personal development. Practicing mindfulness can also help us embrace change. Mindfulness involves being present in the moment and observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment. This practice can help us stay grounded during times of change and reduce anxiety by focusing on the present rather than worrying about the future. Take a few moments each day to practice mindfulness. This could be through meditation, deep breathing, or simply paying attention to your surroundings. Notice any thoughts or feelings that arise about changes in your life and observe them without judgment. By practicing mindfulness, you can create a sense of calm and clarity amidst change. Another key aspect of embracing change is letting go of the past. Holding on to past experiences or regrets can prevent us from fully engaging with the present and moving forward. By letting go of what no longer serves us, we can create space for new opportunities and experiences. Reflect on something from your past that you are holding on to. How is it impacting your present life? What steps can you take to let it go and make room for new possibilities? By releasing the past, you can open yourself up to the present and future with a more positive and hopeful mindset. Cultivating gratitude can also help us embrace change. When we focus on what we are grateful for, it shifts our perspective from what we lack to what we have. This can help us see change as an opportunity for growth and new experiences rather than a loss. Start a gratitude journal focused on changes in your life. Each day, write down one thing you are grateful for related to a recent change. This could be a lesson learned, a new opportunity, or a positive outcome. By focusing on gratitude, you can shift your perspective and find more peace and acceptance in times of change. Building a strong support system is also crucial for navigating change. Surrounding yourself with supportive and understanding people can provide comfort and encouragement during times of transition. Whether it is friends, family, or a support group, having a network of people who care about you can make a significant difference. Think about your support system. Are there people you can turn to during times of change? How can you strengthen these relationships and create a network of support? By building a strong support system, you can navigate change with greater confidence and resilience. Practicing self-compassion is also essential when embracing change. Change can bring up feelings of vulnerability and self-doubt. By treating yourself with kindness and understanding, you can create a more supportive inner environment and build the confidence to face new challenges. When you notice self-critical thoughts arising in response to change, practice self-compassion by acknowledging your feelings and reminding yourself that it is okay to be imperfect. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer to a friend. By practicing self-compassion, you can build resilience and navigate change with greater ease. Embracing change also involves setting realistic expectations. Change can be unpredictable, and having rigid expectations can lead to disappointment and frustration. By setting realistic and flexible expectations, you can navigate change more smoothly and adapt to new circumstances. Reflect on your expectations about a recent change. Are they realistic and flexible? What adjustments can you make to create a more balanced perspective? By setting realistic expectations, you can reduce stress and find more peace in times of change. Lastly, finding meaning and purpose in change can greatly enhance your ability to embrace it. When you have a clear sense of purpose, it gives your life direction and helps you stay motivated during difficult times. Reflect on what matters most to you and how you can align your actions with your values and purpose during times of change. Think about a recent change in your life. How can you find meaning and purpose in this experience? What steps can you take to align your actions with your values? By finding meaning and purpose in change, you can navigate transitions with greater strength and resilience. In summary, embracing change is a powerful way to transform your mindset and navigate life's transitions with grace and resilience. By acknowledging and accepting change, cultivating a flexible mindset, embracing discomfort, practicing mindfulness, letting go of the past, cultivating gratitude, building a strong support system, practicing self-compassion, setting realistic expectations, and finding meaning and purpose, you can create a more positive and empowered approach to change. Remember, change is a natural part of life, and by embracing it, you can find new opportunities for growth and fulfillment. As we reach the conclusion of our journey through Stoicism and transforming your mindset, we turn to the concept of embracing love and kindness. Love and kindness are foundational to living a fulfilling and meaningful life. They connect us to others, foster compassion, and create a sense of belonging and purpose. One of the first steps in embracing love and kindness is recognizing the importance of self-love. Loving yourself is not about being self-centered or narcissistic. It's about appreciating your worth and treating yourself with the same kindness and compassion you would offer to a loved one. Self-love creates a strong foundation for extending love and kindness to others. Reflect on how you treat yourself. Are you kind and compassionate, or do you often criticize and judge yourself harshly? Practice self-love by acknowledging your strengths and achievements, forgiving yourself for past mistakes, and nurturing your well-being. By cultivating self-love, you can create a more positive and supportive inner environment. Extending love and kindness to others begins with empathy. Empathy involves understanding and sharing the feelings of others. It allows us to connect on a deeper level and respond with compassion. Practicing empathy helps us build stronger relationships and create a more supportive and caring community. Think about a time when someone showed you empathy. How did it make you feel? How did it impact your relationship with that person? By practicing empathy, you can create meaningful connections and foster a sense of belonging and support. Acts of kindness, no matter how small, can have a profound impact on both the giver and the receiver. Kindness creates a ripple effect, spreading positivity and inspiring others to do the same. Simple acts like a smile, a kind word, or a helping hand can make a significant difference in someone's day. Consider ways you can incorporate acts of kindness into your daily life. This could be through volunteering, helping a neighbor, or simply offering a kind word to a stranger. Notice how these acts of kindness impact your well-being and the well-being of others. By practicing kindness, you can create a more positive and compassionate environment. Forgiveness is another essential aspect of embracing love and kindness. Holding on to grudges and resentment can create barriers to connection and happiness. By choosing to forgive, you release the negative emotions that hold you back and create space for love and compassion. Reflect on someone you need to forgive. How has holding on to resentment affected your life? What steps can you take to let go of these negative emotions and practice forgiveness? By forgiving others, you can free yourself from the burden of resentment and create a more loving and compassionate mindset. Gratitude also plays a crucial role in embracing love and kindness. When we focus on what we are grateful for, it shifts our perspective from what we lack to what we have. This shift can create a sense of abundance and appreciation, fostering greater love and kindness in our lives. Start a gratitude practice focused on love and kindness. Each day, write down something you are grateful for in your relationships and interactions with others. This could be a kind gesture, a supportive friend, or a moment of connection. By focusing on gratitude, you can cultivate a more loving and positive mindset. Compassion for others begins with recognizing our shared humanity. We all face challenges and struggles, and by acknowledging this, we can approach others with greater understanding and kindness. This involves letting go of judgment and criticism and instead offering support and compassion. Think about a time when you faced a difficult situation and received compassion from someone else. How did it impact you? How can you offer the same compassion to others in your life? By recognizing our shared humanity, you can foster a more compassionate and supportive community. Another important aspect of embracing love and kindness is active listening. Active listening involves fully engaging with the person speaking, showing empathy, and responding with understanding. This practice can deepen your relationships and create a sense of connection and support. Practice active listening in your interactions with others. Put aside distractions, make eye contact, and show that you are fully present and engaged. Notice how this practice impacts your relationships and the sense of connection you feel. By actively listening, you can create more meaningful and supportive connections. Boundaries are also essential in practicing love and kindness. Setting healthy boundaries allows you to protect your well-being while still offering support and compassion to others. It involves knowing your limits and communicating them clearly and respectfully. Reflect on your boundaries in relationships. Are there areas where you need to set clearer boundaries to protect your well-being? How can you communicate these boundaries with kindness and respect? By setting healthy boundaries, you can create a more balanced and supportive environment. Self-care is another crucial aspect of embracing love and kindness. Taking care of your physical, emotional, and mental well-being allows you to show up fully for others. Self-care is not selfish. It is necessary for maintaining your energy and ability to offer love and kindness. Consider your self-care practices. Are you prioritizing your well-being and taking time to rest and recharge? What changes can you make to ensure you are taking care of yourself? By practicing self-care, you can create a strong foundation for extending love and kindness to others. Community involvement is also a powerful way to practice love and kindness. Engaging with your community and contributing to a cause you care about can create a sense of purpose and connection. It allows you to make a positive impact and build a supportive and caring community. Think about ways you can get involved in your community. This could be through volunteering, participating in community events, or supporting local organizations. Notice how these actions impact your sense of purpose and connection. By contributing to your community, you can foster a more compassionate and supportive environment. In summary, embracing love and kindness is essential for living a fulfilling and meaningful life. By practicing self-love, empathy, acts of kindness, forgiveness, gratitude, compassion, active listening, setting boundaries, self-care, and community involvement, you can create a more positive and supportive environment for yourself and others. Remember, love and kindness are not just emotions, they are actions and choices we make every day. By embracing these principles, you can transform your mindset and create a more fulfilling and meaningful life. As we conclude this journey through Stoicism and transforming your mindset, remember that these principles are not just ideas to ponder, but practices to live by. Each day offers an opportunity to cultivate resilience, peace, and fulfillment through the teachings of Stoicism. By applying these principles to your life, you can create a mindset that is strong, compassionate, and capable of navigating the challenges of life with grace and wisdom.